Before I begin, if you wouldn't mind doing me the honor of smashing the living crap out of that subscribe button and the notification bell so that more of me show up in your feed, I would really appreciate it. And I would doubly, nay, triply appreciate a look over at patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. That's where the upper class goes to really taste the finer things in life that I have to offer, such as exclusive movie reviews every month, vlogs depending on your level of support, and you can even get a shout out like several do at the end of all my future videos. Those are the kings, the real creme de la creme. Oh, hey, we're back. We're here. We're free. It's Sunday night, a live stream on Sunday. What a treat. I'm, of course, all over the place getting this set up. I have a couple guests coming on in a sec. But just before I went live here, I finished up shooting 4, possibly 5, nay, 6 videos for patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. I am behind. To be fair, I am behind. So 3 of them are makeup videos from last month because I went on short for vacation for a week. And I got sick for a week. That's always fun, but it was worth it. All right. And one of those videos is a vlog, and it's about the cruise that I went on. And it was phenomenal. It was special. I ate a lot at the buffet, and I don't regret any of it. I have a review coming out for Happy Gilmore. I love that film. I'm not excited for the sequel, but I love the original. I talk about it. I have a review for Parks and Recreation, the TV series. These are things that I typically don't put on my main channel, so they're kind of special. That Happy Gilmore video will go up tomorrow, and it's free for all Patreons, even if you are not at a paid tier. So definitely check that out. And then this month, later, I'm reviewing the Godfather trilogy. That's 1 through Trey. It's going to be a magical time. But let's waste no further ado. I'm going to bring on the panel. We have with us today a star-studded cast, including Tony. Hello, Tony.
This stream was my idea.
Yeah. Cecil. Hello, Cecil.
Hello. It doesn't matter. It was your idea, Tony. Never is.
Thank you, Cecil. And joining us for the first time, Rudy.
Hello, I'm the new guy. How's everybody doing?
Give me your lunch money, nerd.
Yes, sir.
When does the hazing begin?
You can't sit with us.
We're already hitting it off and best of friends. You know, before we dive down this rabbit hole of probably hellish movie releases coming out, let's first appreciate the fact that this is live. We've all taken our time to be here tonight. We're putting in the work. So if you could leave a super chat as the night goes on, all the proceeds go to me and YouTube. But these guys at least get to be part of that. Although, Tony, aren't you co-streaming this?
I am co-streaming, and I have a better thumbnail because Sydney Sweeney's on it. And make sure you switch over to my video and give your money to me.
We lost Tony for a second. That's too bad. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
I want to report this video for. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm back. How you doing?
We lost you for a second, bud. I think you were just saying everybody should leave a super chat, and then we'll read them. Okay, StreamYard is what I use for streaming this whole nightmare, and they updated recently. I don't know what the hell's happening anymore. I can't figure out how to share the browser window I'm going to be reading these movies off of. But let's be honest, having us in these beautiful 4 frames is what people want to see anyways. And a lot of people are probably watching this while they take a shit. So in either case, it's fine.
Leave a $20 super chat if you're taking a shit right now. Say, I'm taking a shit.
So Tony provided me with a beautiful list of all the stuff released by date. And also Noda, friend of the channel, released me another comprehensive list. So I have 2 different ones to kind of cross-reference as we go on. That makes things clean and easy, I think. So let's start with the big announcement. Let me get my readers on for this. I have readers
Nerd.
now. Nerd alert! CinemaCon Day 1. If you guys, by the way, does everybody know what CinemaCon is? Show of hands, class. We know what CinemaCon is?
I've heard of it, and I have no idea what the announcements are. I'm going in blind.
Wow,
tonight,
seriously?
So, yeah. Purposely,
pretty
yes.
much going in blind as well.
Yeah.
I don't know much of it. Yeah.
No, it's been popping up on my feed all week. I didn't catch everything, but I caught a lot of things.
Dude,
I didn't know until this year that CinemaCon even existed.
Oh shit!
Subscribe. I've been covering movies a long time. Yeah, people
I
you see
just
all the
realized
announcements?
I just realized I got to change my subtitle. It's left over from me being on it. It says "not sorry." I got to change that.
I thought that was a new handle you had or something. Okay.
I was on the All Apologies podcast, so it was like a joke. I realized I never changed it.
Well, I was a huge fan of E3. I actually used to take off school and watch because I'm super cool like that, and I would watch the 3 or 4 day stage show floors by Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And me and my buddies would game in between the announcements. But that's I guess what CinemaCon kind of is for movies. Essentially, the big studio comes out, they put on a huge presentation, and they list off all the big upcoming films for that year and further, right? It's beyond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thanks for the contribution. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
That's why you had us, buddy.
Okay. So the first day was Sony. And if there's any studio that's been popping off better, I don't know who it could be, because Sony, with the Sony Spider-Man Cinematic Universe that doesn't have Spider-Man in it films.
They released 3 of those last year. They're on fire.
They've really done a terrific job over there. Well, they have big plans. This year, they have 28 years later coming out, folks. What are we excited? Are we excited for 28 years?
Yeah. Because after 28 weeks, I was like, all right, let's do 28 months. And then they just never made it. And I was like, all right, I guess we're going to go to 28 years. Let's do it.
The thing that makes me skeptical is that, not unlike The Strangers, it sounds a lot like they're putting the cart before the horse, because they're already shooting the second of 3 28 years later movies.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, you guys are pretty confident in a franchise that hasn't been around in a long time, and that you've basically said Cillian Murphy is not going to be in the first one at the very least. So it's I don't know about it.
Is Danny Boyle directing all of them, or just this first one?
No.
Noda gave me the notes. Danny Boyle did the first, which came out all the way back in 2002.
Yep.
And the new one is directed by everybody's favorite film from a couple years back, The Marvels. Nia DaCosta is directing this. Yeah.
Also
But,
Candyman, but
And yes,
And
she did.
Candyman was a mixed bag for me, but
I
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm on board for this. I like the 28 Days Later movies and the 28 Weeks Later. I think I like 28 Weeks a little bit more, but it's been a minute since I rewatched them. But the trailer for 28 Years Later was pretty good. The teaser they put out. So
that was one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. It didn't give away too much. It just established a tone.
Yeah.
And I like that. I don't know what to expect when I go in watching it.
Also, how's this virus still around? Because remember, they're not zombies; they're just people.
It's a
they
rage
eventually,
virus.
they eventually starve to death. That's how the first one ends. It's like because they're just not eating, and I'm like, eventually you would run out of enough people, and it would just kind of die off. But maybe they'll address that. I don't know. Maybe it evolves.
As there are less humans, there are probably more animals proliferating.
Or maybe the virus evolved.
Affected?
I can't remember. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head, though, as an excuse.
Yeah, if it crosses over to animals, that'd be cool.
Hang on, I just got a message from Noda. She is directing the second in the trilogy. Danny is doing 28 Years Later, and she's doing 28 Years Later, Bone Temple.
Oh, okay. So Danny Boyle
is
me back for this next
I'm getting
one.
a Bone Temple just thinking about it.
That's the triple X installment.
What's the third one gonna be?
Boneyard. I don't know.
It's got to be Cave of the Vag or something, right? If the first one's Bone Temple.
That's why we brought you on, Cecil.
Thank you.
Realistically, I think they actually might do like an interquel and then do 28 months later. They'll be like, yeah, let's go back and tell you what happened in between these.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny is in his notes, which not complex to read. He says 28 Years Later, directed by Danny Boyle.
Yes.
And so it was right there. I don't know why I didn't see it, but I guess I don't read top to bottom.
Well, stop taking your old lady glasses off and leave them on
Yeah,
the whole
I need to
time,
leave them
Adam.
on. I need to leave them on.
Your guys watching going, this motherfucker isn't seeing what I'm putting down right for him. God damn it.
Darren Aronofsky, a name that will live in infamy, has shared a preview of his crime thriller Caught Stealing, starring Austin Butler, Matt Smith, Bad Bunny, Zoe Kravitz, and Liv Schreiber. The film follows a former baseball player who finds himself embroiled. Come on. You know what? I can't. These websites are so bad. Who finds himself embroiled? There's no in the seedy New York City underbelly of the 1990s. So what do you think of that? Let's start there. What do you think of that? Darren Aronofsky.
I'm trying to think of the last Darren Aronofsky film I watched. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
he did
Mother
The
was the last one I
Wrestler.
saw.
Oh,
Wrestler
Mother,
was
Mother was good. I like that one. That was kind of a joke.
no, Mother was fucking artsy bullshit.
Dude, Wrestler was 2008. That's a long time ago.
I was just listing movies I could remember by him, but yeah, he did Stupid Mother, and he did Black Swan. I love that film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
one.
I think I tapped out at Black Swan. I don't think I saw like Noah or any of the other ones after that.
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
I
He
did
did
watch
Noah.
that. Wow.
Noah was hilarious.
Such
Oh,
a
I didn't see
departure.
I didn't see the whale. People really like the whale.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him, huh?
I
Really?
didn't realize he did
That was a good one.
either.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
He put
Unless Wikipedia is
exclamation-
lying to me.
I've purposely avoided that just because I don't like looking at mirrors that much. So
This is actually hilarious. Noda now, since he has a working dock, is like a ghost in the shell, and he's live typing things. He typed "the whale" in all exclamation marks.
see?
And I have like several different things happening at the same. Pretty soon, my computer's just gonna levitate and start yelling at me. I'm
You
afraid
need a
I can't let
producer,
you
Adam.
I'm afraid I can't let you speak anymore, Adam. All right. So I don't really care about the Darren Aronofsky movie. He's very hit and miss for me. I'll have to see more on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Barbarian and companion filmmaker Zach Kreger then teased that his vision of Resident Evil will be a wild ride and unlike any of the previous films. Okay. All right. That's just this is. Keep in mind, this is all one paragraph in this article. This person goes from Darren Aronofsky to just instantly, we have a new Resident Evil, and it's one sentence. So I guess that's all we have to go on.
Yeah, that one I'm excited for because I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I played it back in '96 when it first came out, and the movies they've been okay. They've gone away from the actual story of the actual video game. And this one, from what I hear, he's gonna be true to roots. He's going to stay along the storyline of the video game, and that's all we've ever fucking wanted.
Well, wait,
That's
so
all we ever.
we
We
do it.
always hear that, though. They always say that.
which video game? Because the last one squished 1 and 2 together, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's too early to do that again.
That's supposedly what they're doing. And I tell you what, that statement freaks me out for two different reasons. Okay, so actually one part of the statement makes me excited. The other part makes me worried. The part that makes me excited is that they're saying it's unlike anything we've seen before. Great. Does that mean it's actually going to be like the games? Because none of the others have been. And then the other part, though, is a wild ride. That, to me, describes the Mia Jovovich.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
yeah.
You know, that's not the vibe of the original Resident Evil games.
No.
Wild ride is not what I would use to describe them.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, slow and haunting would be what I would use if I were to
Survival
describe a
horror.
Resident-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah.
Which that last one was like frustrating, even though I didn't hate it. But it was just like, here's the Resident Evil you want, but we're gonna speed through it as fast as we can, and just skip over everything, and then just horribly miscast everyone.
Yeah.
Focus
It's
on
weird
the
that they're
action.
rebooting for a third time. I thought everybody really appreciated, what is it, Return to Raccoon City or Escape from Raccoon City?
That's
That
what
was
we're
a
referring
welcome
to.
to Raccoon
Yeah,
City.
Yeah.
What a fantastic treat.
I remember that
was.
came out the same year as the Netflix show, which everyone loved.
Oh, yes, the show. I watched an episode of that. That was
Like
it.
old
One episode and I was out.
Again, in a post Minecraft world, more and more reboots of video games are gonna be happening.
Yeah.
This film will focus on one central protagonist going on a point A to point B journey, slowly falling more into hellish territory.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's all we got. Everything
That
else
couldn't
is,
be any more vague. You could say that about literally any horror movie.
couldn't be any more vag, really.
Yeah.
If we want to take it back.
Nice.
I will say, shout out to the documentary that just came out about George Romero's unmade Resident Evil movie. That was a fun time.
Oh,
I haven't watched that
I gotta
yet.
check that out.
Where is it streaming? Can you only
I
pay?
rented it from Amazon,
Okay.
but they do cool things where they'll like show you the script and they have like a guy going through a mansion almost acting out stuff, and they show like the original tyrant like statue. They never got to make the full thing. It was interesting. I knew a lot of it ahead of time, but it was cool to see like what those two scripts would have been before Paul W. Anderson came in and threw them out.
Because I know he filmed the Biohazard commercial, right?
Yeah.
Overseas.
Yeah. They get into that.
There's a couple things here I don't know if I really want to waste our time going over. Let's go to... Oh, no. Sony spotlighted the next installment of the Insidious series, which is slated for August 21st, 2026. Guys, Insidious, what a ride that's been, huh?
Which number is this? Is this?
Well, it's a series. It's a TV show, I think.
Oh,
No, really?
That's well. Let me see if Noda put any further notes to clarify. But
Insidious is actually just had a major thing kind of happen, even though not associated with the movie. So
yeah.
they were doing a stage presentation that they were hyping up,
This is
and
hilarious.
they ended up having like the first set of performances, like 2 to 3 shows in the first city, and the reaction was like so aggressively poor that they canceled all the rest of the shows, the entire rest of the tour.
Wow.
The people that came out of it, I was watching a few videos of the reviews, and they're like, so basically the story centered around the 2 ghost hunters, right? And but they said it was way more of a comedy than anything horror, and it was just ridiculous. The dialogue was awful, and they killed it before it could even grow legs.
I was excited for that to tour because of the bad reviews. As someone who never got to see the Spider-Man Broadway show, I was like, no, I gotta see this. It looks terrible. But yeah, no, they killed it. What's the show going to be about? Are they going to explain what the Darth Maul goat guy is?
again, the writing on all these sites is so atrocious. It's hard to know. So the sentence is, Sony spotlighted the next installment of the Insidious series.
Oh, it's just a new movie then.
Yeah.
Right. Now that I reread it, but Insidious series makes me think a TV show instead of the Insidious franchise or the next Insidious movie.
You do we'll do the comprehending.
Okay, you do the comprehension.
Because they made 4 of them, right? There were 4 Insidious movies, right?
Or there
5. I think
there was the
five.
door, and then the 5th one after that brought the kid back from the original. Original
5.
too.
Wow.
So,
and it also brought back Darth Maul Goat Boy, but it didn't tell us who he is and why he's a Darth Maul Goat Boy. Why are they all regular ghosts, but he's a Darth Maul Goat Boy? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be his big comeback because he's a big thing in the first movie. Then they kept sprinkling him in the sequels, and they're like, now he's back for 5 minutes. There he is. Cool.
I mean, Goat Boy is just to me like generic demon. You know, he's lower half because the devil's the lower half.
Then we got to
of the
see
goat
more
kind of thing.
demons. It's weird that you just have one Goat Boy.
Well, there's only been, out of 5 movies, there's really only been 2 antagonists: the goat guy and the cross-dressing guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was something with the key. There was a lady with keys
Oh
on
right,
her
the
finger.
4th one had the key person. That's true.
So the next one's 6. So should it be called Insidious?
It should be Insidious, yes.
By the way,
Insidious 6. Something
I just
like
found
that.
out that Final Destination 5 was originally going to be called Number 5, Null Destination. And when you look at it, it looks like it says anal. If you glance it real quick, I'm like, thank God they changed that. Oh my
Nice.
God, that would have been
That's
terrible.
hilarious. Speaking of anal, I know we all love the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise. Familiar faces, Jennifer.
I
course.
love that first movie. I love that first. And the sun tanning scene from 2. But nothing after that. Nothing after that.
Well, then you'll be super pumped to know that it's coming back.
Oh, yeah. And Jennifer Love Hewitt waited too long to agree to do it. And they had to like rewrite the movie real quick.
Pump the brakes. Pump the
Okay.
brakes. You can do the reading comprehension.
Okay.
Familiar faces Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. joined I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise newcomers Madeline Klein and Joshua Orpin in the first footage from the Lega sequel. Oh, that's what they're calling it? Lega sequel?
God.
Yeah. I've been
Gross.
saying that for a while.
I've been saying requel. Directed
Yeah.
by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson. Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, if that name sounds familiar, it's because she's the one that gave us Thor, Love and Thunder, everybody's favorite Thor movie.
What did she do for it? Write it or?
She wrote it.
Oh.
Nice.
You know what? I kind of give passes for MCU shit because I don't know who actually write. Like, she's probably the credited writer, and there's probably
They're
like
noted to death. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
noted to death. They're tampered to death. They're just kind of, you kind of just write those off. Yeah, I heard they're like the younger generation, I guess, accidentally kills someone, and then someone says, "I know what you did last summer," but
Well, I
apparently
got a
they
plot,
like.
Tony. I got a plot synop.
Oh,
for
yeah.
synopsis.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
5 teens killing. Wait, what? 5 teens. 5 teens kill a guy in a car accident. Wait,
How original.
Is this the first movie again? Then a hook-handed fisherman starts killing them off until they find out this happened 28 years prior and seek the help from the 2 survivors of the legendary Southport massacre of 1997.
Wait, why aren't they including the South American one from the islands that happened a year later?
Just take me out back and shoot me at this point. I mean, this is just embarrassing. We're just redoing the same movie.
It's the same
We do this
thing.
every time.
I don't know what you're talking about, Adam. I got a question for Cecil and Rudy. They seem like they're bigger horror guys. Now, do you think this will be in continuity with the third film, I'll Always Know You Did Last Summer, where it turns out that the killer, Ben Willis, is now a zombie man? Do you think he's gonna come back as a zombie man?
I didn't remember that was the case, because if so, then sure, why the hell not?
Yeah, because the third one is clearly like someone is doing the Ben Willis thing because he became a legend. And they're like, who's this new person? And it turns out there isn't a new person. It turns out he's just a zombie now for no reason.
Wow, I didn't remember that at all.
I didn't even know they made a part 3. I just saw 1 and 2 in the theaters.
I'll
I don't remember
always
when 3
know
coming
what
out.
That's
Yeah.
because that
Man.
third one went direct to video in like late 2000.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Was Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze in the movie?
No.
No,
nobody came
Direct
back
to
for that
video,
one.
Okay.
No name people.
Brandy didn't return.
Have any of you guys ever read the book?
Can't say that I did.
Guess
No.
what? The book's not a slasher. Literally, the guy just sees these people at his dead relative's funeral, and he's like, "Who the fuck are these people? They probably killed him." And he writes them the note to see who they are, and he goes to kill them, but he gets stopped. So no one actually dies in that book. And the writer of the book hated the movie because they're like, they turned it into a slasher and made killing look fun. And she's like, my daughter was murdered, so I didn't appreciate that change.
Oh, I
I
wasn't
have to
gonna
admit,
say
my interest in the
something, now I
movie was stops at Jennifer Love Hewitt. After that,
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
They also did an Amazon reboot, and I think I got 3 episodes.
I
into
watched that show.
I got 3 episodes in and dipped out.
Ugh.
But I like the first one. I'll check
Sorry.
it
Oh, the first one was great. Yeah.
I'm already way ahead of you. I lost interest in this entire thing.
out.
As
I
any
can
good
already-
host would.
Yeah.
So there's a new movie coming out called Grand Gear, and I can already tell you, based on this director's history, it's going to be awful. It's done by Takashi Yamazaki, who did Godzilla minus Fun. It's going to be terrible, right, guys? Right, panel?
No, Adam,
I enjoyed
once again,
Godzilla
you're on
minus
your
one.
own there.
I loved it, by the way.
It was
Most people
fantastic.
did. Most people that saw it did.
Yeah.
You really didn't, Adam?
No, I didn't like it.
Oh,
Oh.
Cecil, you're late. You're late to this.
Come
He
on,
already broke the
Cecil.
internet.
We're not going back down that rabbit hole.
We've all been there. You can catch up. There's a guy who did a 5-hour stream complaining about it a year later.
Hey, Cecil, after the stream, though, do yourself a favor and Google Adam Does Movies Godzilla minus one and just follow the trail of Reddit posts and shit
Wow,
posts on
Lord.
Twitter. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
My favorite was when I still had my Godzilla podcast before YouTube kicked it off. It was as all that was happening. And I'm like, well, obviously I got to have Adam on my -1 episode.
Well, I mean, it makes sense as to why I never take your opinion seriously.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why I have zero respect on the internet. This is going to be his first English film, and it's produced by J.J. Abrams. No plot other than that.
Okay.
Okay.
How
Everybody's-
hands-on will JJ be? That's what I want to know.
Somehow Godzilla -1 returned. Oh my God, they're finally doing it. Jumanji 3. Are they really calling it Jumanji 3? Because fuck you guys. They were pretending that I'm sorry. second movie was the second movie and not really just a reboot to the first. So now they're calling this one the third instead of the fourth, which is
the logo is terrible because it's Jumanji. It's like Jumanji with 4 eyes at the end.
Really?
So yeah, because the first eye is part of Jumanji, but the other 3 is 3, and I'm like, well, it looks like Jumanji 4 because technically it is Jumanji 4. Like, so I don't know why they would even make this confusion with the goddamn logo, because I'm just thinking like, oh, they don't know how to use a Roman numeral 4. Okay,
I'm sorry. There was a third Jumanji movie. I haven't seen these new movies. I thought there was
2 Rock movies, but those are technically sequels to the Robin Williams one.
Okay, I knew there was a Rock movie with Jack Black. I didn't know there were 2 Rock movies with Jack Black, and now I'm assuming there will be 3.
Yep,
they were hugely successful, and it was bizarre that they never made a third one, especially when the third ended on a cliffhanger.
Well, it says part 3 is December 2026.
Part 4.
It says IMDb part 3. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. That's the fun part about it. It's so stupid. Okay, video game characters will enter the real world and interact with all the human cast. That's the plot.
Oh. So is that like every Jumanji? Then that happens.
No, they go into the video game world, which I guess in the first movie was also a video game world, but it wasn't. It was a board game that turned itself into a video game cartridge, and then it just continued to be one.
The first one, the game comes out into the real world. The second one, they go into the game world. What was the one after that?
The third one, they went back into the game world. Yeah, but they're all playing different versions, because like when they go in, all of their minds like swap into, their bodies are completely different.
Yeah,
like
I think I remember the trailer. Yeah.
But in the second one, like they all are different bodies now. Like,
so they're just going back to what part 1 with Robin Williams, because characters in that game came to the real world.
Yeah, yes.
So they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's video games now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though the graphics of the first movie look like video games.
Video games. Yeah.
That movie pretty much holds up except for the monkeys. Once the monkeys show up, you're like, oh my God, no.
Yeah. Even at the time, they look horrible. I remember that.
They did. Yeah. It's a fun film, but it's dated as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Wait, no, this isn't Sony, is it? The Legend of Zelda live action?
Yeah, buddy.
That's a Sony movie? Oh, no.
Why would they do that live action?
Why would
After how well Mario did,
why don't know.
Would they do that live action?
I don't know.
No sense.
It makes no sense. And also, it just... You want to talk about failed cinematic universes over the years? One that could have worked so easily was a Nintendo cinematic universe.
Yeah.
You make Mario, you make Zelda, you make Metroid, you make Kirby, and then you do Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all so simply laid out, but Nintendo, of course, has to be Nintendo. And so, live action Zelda directed by Wes Ball, who did The Maze Runner and The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the newest one he did, I believe.
Okay, it was all right.
It was fine. I mean, it's large scale. It looked really good.
Yeah.
Those Maze Runner movies, not so much, but whatever.
Yeah. I think I only saw the first one. I don't remember it being terrible. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was. I was like, this is lame at best.
Obviously, I didn't like it enough to see anything past the first one.
So my son has been watching this show finally, and I've been told for a billion years to watch Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai series.
It's great.
He says it's awesome. I did make him rewatch the first Karate Kid film because I know there's a lot of references, including a lot of the characters are back.
Yeah.
But the Karate Kid Legends film comes out. It's directed by Jonathan Entwistle. Oh, he's a first-time director. Okay, it's got Jackie Chan, who is in the other Karate Kid movie with with William Smith's son, Jaden Smith.
William Smith.
It's got he's playing Mr. Han. Okay, so I never saw that one. He's not supposed to be Mr. Miyagi. Then he is a different character.
Yeah, he's a different
They
character.
different names, I think.
Was that movie set within the Karate Kid original universe? Is there reference?
It is now.
There wasn't direct ties, but it wasn't like purposely trying to reuse original names and stuff. Yeah.
But it's now being put into the universe, which is funny because he's like, I also trained a kid. Isn't that weird that happens so much? I never watched Cobra Kai. I'm not a big Karate Kid fan. Like I watched them when I was a kid, and then I was like, these are whatever. And then they did that girl one. And I was like, whoa,
Oh.
I don't know who this Hillary
Yeah.
Swank is, but she'll never take off. They never brought her back in the Cobra Kai show. What's going on with that? She was the next Karate Kid.
She was the
they,
next Karate Kid. Yeah.
they
She
brought
better be
aspects
in
of
this
all
one.
three. Yeah.
Mhm.
You better be in this one. Like, they were like, oh no, we didn't teach him karate good enough. The two of us couldn't do it. We need a third person to teach him karate more gooder. And then it's Hillary Swank. Like,
Perhaps
I'm
I
back,
could be
baby.
of some assistance. Comes in a hero pose onto the ground.
Hillary Swank's agent calls her. You want to be a Karate Kid? She'll be like, I was in a Karate Kid. What are you talking about? She'll be
Yeah.
remember.
And if you haven't seen the show is like it's cool. It's very, very cheesy. It's like it's incredibly cheesy, but I enjoyed it because a lot of the heart of the show is still tied to the movies. A lot of the old characters from 1, 2, and 3 come back. And I'm interested in this other movie coming out because I'm wondering what timeline it's going to be after Cobra Kai, before. So I'm curious what they're going to do.
I think it's going to be after. I was reading into it. I think they're going to try to please people like me who barely remember the movies and did not watch the show, but then also please people like my sister and brother-in-law who are hardcore into Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
They're like super into it, but we'll do a good job of doing both. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to be weird if it is after, because to me it's weird. Like in the preview, it looks like Ralph Macchio is being made up to be younger than he was. In
I saw
Cobra
that. Yeah.
Kai. So I would be surprised if they did it after, because then there has to be a conversation, or at least like, oh yeah, I teach karate and all the kids are off in a tournament in another country right now, and that's why I'm here at my house alone, even though I have 30 people around me normally. So like, I think if it's a prequel, it's easier to get away with him kind of being alone and stuff like that.
Notice again on my computer doing weird. This film will focus on a kid teaching the adult karate, and then he's deleting it all in real time. He's deleting it all. Okay, you know what, Noda? I'm done with you. I'm not reading that. We're moving on. All right, we have a Beatles biopic. Event of the year. It will have 4 Beatle. Wait, what the fuck?
That's
Event
4
of the
biopics.
4 Beatle biopics, all
in
directed by
1 year.
Sam.
Or in 1 month.
Isn't it Sam Mendes? He put Sam Mendes. I think it's Sam Mendes, right?
Yeah.
Great job.
19
Great job. You're doing a great job.
Noda is just killing me. He directed 1917, American Beauty, and Skyfall, all released in 2028. So he's releasing 4 movies in the same year?
In the same month.
Same month.
Wow.
Yep.
This is
Is
wild.
it gonna
It's
be
going
one
to
a
be
week?
streaming, right? It's probably not going to go to theaters because
No, I think it is. I think they are meant to go to the theaters, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
It's all being told from the point of view of each member.
So
interesting.
Ringo's movie's gonna like do the worst, right? Who they get to be Ringo? Is he probably like, oh fuck?
The cast. Fuck who I can't remember who they are.
I
but
think one of them is.
people are upset about 2 of them.
I know one of them is Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan. That's exactly right.
Adam, do you not have the cast list up?
I do. Here we
You
have
were
it.
asking
The Beatles.
who's in it. You're like,
I know,
oh, whatever.
Tony, I'm multitasking. I can't multitask. It's not good. The Beatles are going to be Harris Dickinson from Baby Girl playing John Lennon. Paul Maskell, Gladiator 2, we just saw him in, playing Paul McCartney. Barry Keoghan, Tony, from Saltburn and Eternal. Really, Noda, you put Eternals on here? Playing Ringo Starr. And Joseph Quinn of
That is
Stranger
interesting.
Things playing George Harrison. Joseph Quinn's the guy that rocks out to Metallica. Okay.
Yeah, my immediate reaction to this news was I don't care, yeah. Don't care, yeah. I've never liked the Beatles. I just don't care.
Really?
I like them, but not enough to see 4 movies that are all interconnected together. I don't like them that. And they're gonna make John Lennon not look like a weirdo who got together with a crazy lady and ruined the band. Like
His is going to be
yeah.
the most interesting because he's dying at the end.
Yeah, I guess. But you just watch that Jared Leto movie if you really want to see that. I mean,
And I'm not a Beatle maniac, but I do like them, and I've seen the play, the Beatles' Reign. That's a great one as well. So I'm actually excited about this. I'm willing to check it out. I do like biopics when they're done right. Like Walk the Line is one of my favorite movies out there, and The Doors is a good one. So if it's done right, I'll check it out.
Okay.
yeah, I just don't know about all 4 at once.
I know that's a
crazy
different
part.
approach. That's
Yeah.
completely different.
Could work. I don't know.
We
It's
got
not-
2 more.
same year would be fine because I think Eastwood did that with his World War II films, The Flags of Our Fathers and Iwo Jima. But same month, that's rough. That is rough.
2 final announcements.
Okay.
Tom Holland came onto the stage. Or it was a message. I already botched this. It doesn't matter. The upcoming Spider-Man movie is going to be called Spider-Man Brand New Day. Wow.
Named after one of the most hated Spider-Man comics ever. So, of course, it'll have nothing to do with that comic. They're just using the name.
Well, they got away from the Home series. No more Home. Home is where the heart is. Home Alone. It's all over.
Spider-Man Home Alone.
They also announced the red-haired girl is going to be in it, and people are speculating whether she's going to be a different MJ or someone else entirely.
That Sony be like, forget about that Zendaya thing. Here's the real MJ, which I'm sure will not be controversial at all.
Yeah, especially if she's white, you know.
I saw they said they wanted an Asian guy between his 30s and 50s, and people are just assuming that's going to be Mr. Negative because he was pretty big in the video game.
Remind me, why do people not like Brand New Day? I remember people talking about it, but I don't remember the.
It's because it immediately followed something that everyone hated when Joe Quesada went in and
One More Day is the one that everyone hated. Sorry, I forgot about Brand New Day.
Brand New Day was immediately after, so it was like the new status quo. But it's when Mephisto erased everyone's memories after Peter revealed himself during Civil War. So Mephisto went in and erased everyone in the world's memories of who Peter was, but in exchange, Peter had to give up his love with Mary Jane. And so they were no longer together, and they still haven't. I guess they kind of got back together recently, briefly, but now she's with someone else, and she's also Venom now. Apparently, she's the brand new Venom in comics now.
Can't wait till they tackle that in the new Sony Spider-Man cinematic universe that doesn't have Spider-Man in it.
Well, I was waiting for Flash Thompson to be Venom, Agent Venom. I wanted to see that little guy be Agent Venom, and then we'll never do
the
that.
The least interesting version of Venom. Let's do that.
It's being directed by the dude that did Shang-Chi.
So it's going to be terrible. Okay, well, that's all you have to say.
Okay, Shang-Chi was good.
Shang-Chi was awesome.
That was a fun movie.
Is there a?
I never saw it.
I'm sorry. Are there more than one movie called Shang-Chi? Is there a different one? Because I saw that one, the 10 Rings, the Marvel one. That's what I'm talking about. You're talking about
no, you're confused. You're confused. You watched a different movie.
Well, I watched a movie that was absolutely terrible. You're telling me it's good. I don't know.
You're confused. You must have watched some fan version on Pornhub or something. I didn't know. We just really
you watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Cock Rings. That's
exactly
right.
That's
yes. That's, you know what? I illegally downloaded it. I really got to check those titles next time.
We have 4 days to get through, people. We have one more for day one. And we're probably going to have to move quicker.
We'll stop making jokes then. I'll just go good and bad.
Yeah.
Then how about you just agree with us, Tony, and say it was an amazing film?
I didn't know you guys were Aquafina fans. Sorry.
I love Aqua. You know I stan Aquafina. She's so fucking. I can't even get through that sentence.
Oh, we're gonna do the real Mandarin, but not call him Mandarin or make him look like Mandarin or have him do any Mandarin things. It's just to shut people up from 9 years ago.
Give her a break, dude. Awkwafina's in that upper echelon of the actors that play the same thing in every single movie, like Will Ferrell.
I'm Awkwafina.
Is she the penguin now?
Yeah, she kind of is.
Probably in one of the movies. Probably
she plays a bird in 3 different movies, to my knowledge,
and a really obnoxious dragon.
Yes. Beyond the Spider-Verse. Does anybody remember Across the Spider-Verse from 1,000 years ago? This new one comes out in 2027.
Oof.
That's a ways off.
Apparently the reasoning for that, and this was displayed to the people that were actually at CinemaCon because they saw some footage. Apparently they're pushing the animation boundaries even further because what I'm hearing is the animation was even more different than we've gotten in the first 2 movies. So
the one note I have, the style is completely different than anything we've seen before. I'm not going to lie to you, Cecil. I preferred the art style of the first to that of the second. I liked the more cohesive look that went throughout the movie, not the whole kind of patchworky different styles for different universes thing. While it was cool, I did not need to see a live action version of, fucking Spider-Man or whoever in one of the bubbles. It was Prowler.
Weird. It was Prowler. Yeah, the
Childish
live action is
Gambino.
the live action is where I drew the line. Everything else I really liked. I like the mixing of art styles, but yeah, the live action.
Why?
threw me
Why
off.
why would that be the line that you draw when it's literally about alternate universes and one of them is ours?
That wasn't the
Like-
line. That wasn't the line for me. That's the line for Tony. For me, I
Yeah.
just thought some of the art styles took away from the narrative. For instance, Gwen Stacy's world, that was all that
I
cool
love that.
watercolor. Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks cool to a point, but also is really distracting from me just trying to understand what they were saying and whatnot. Also, Across the Spider-Verse was really fucking long, and it had like 3 different endings. So I still prefer that first one. It's just a tighter narrative, and it's not so ridiculously multiverse, which I think gets to be a little bit much.
I've been reading comics since 1992, so like processing all that shit is really easy for me. So being able to see, because different artists represent the same worlds, differently all the time. So to see that represented, like, oh, this universe looks like that, and this universe looks like that. They did that in the Multiverse of Madness too. They've done it before in brief little stints. So I dig on that.
I don't know if the Multiverse of Madness is considered one of the greater films.
No, I'm just
to be
saying they
fair.
did
Yeah.
that in it. I didn't say it was good.
I will.
Yeah.
I will say the only thing I was really excited for to see in the third one was Nicolas Cage back as Spider-Man Noir, but he's getting his own show.
His own
So
film,
now-
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Movie,
I think it's a show. I think
No, it's a movie.
it's a movie. Yeah, but it's going to like streaming, right? It's like MGM Plus, or it's hitting some streaming site, I think.
I don't know if that's been officially announced or not yet.
Well, either way, I'm excited for his live action Spider-Man
Yeah.
Noir thing more
Yeah.
than I am any other Spider-Man things. I just want to see Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man, to be honest. It's just funny to me.
Anything to Cage, I'm sold. I'm there.
It is a TV series. It is a TV series.
Beware the Surfer. Well, I don't know. You guys might like the Surfer. I saw the Surfer at the Phoenix Film Festival. It's coming in May. It's Cage being cagey again, but
Nice.
Great.
it was okay.
Day 2,
Here we go.
Warner Brothers Pictures.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, they've been on a downhill slide for many, many years now. But we'll see.
Until this
Barbie.
weekend,
till Minecraft, till a
Warner
Minecraft
Brothers is
movie.
gonna be on top of the world. After
Minecraft
this
movie
shit.
made like 300 million already.
Yep.
Yep.
It's freaking
First
blowing
weekend.
everything
Mhm.
away. All right, what do we have?
I thought
here? So
everybody
my-
hated it on Twitter or X. Everyone just seemed to like be talking shit about it. And then it came out and it's doing well. So
it's,
Yeah,
it's
because they're
almost
probably
like-
just they're probably childless idiots like me, but people with kids are gonna go see the movie.
Mhm.
it's almost like the Twitterverse is a weird ass echo chamber of, for some reason, Snyder fans that always get vaulted to the top
Yeah.
of the fucking trending list.
Unreal, dude.
I've seen
Mega
nothing
and
but-
Snyder fans. Like,
Mega and
nothing
Snyder
but
fans.
that.
I've seen nothing but shit posts on the new Superman movie. It's just disgusting the
Yeah.
level of
yeah.
pathetic
They're
hate
engagement
people can
farmers.
have.
I
Yeah.
fought with the one
Yeah.
who's really popular. I fought with making fun of him. Like, dude, you're crying about the breed of a. Remember, Adam?
Yeah.
We did it as a joke, making fun of the dog, and then the guy did it legitimately on Twitter. I'm like, you're stealing my bit. He's like, no, I actually care about the dog being different. I'm like, oh, you're a fucking loser. It was great.
Yeah.
No, I'm sincere about this. This is my life.
Oh, that's really sad. I wouldn't have admitted to it. You should have just said you stole my joke.
Ryan Coogler's got a film coming out.
All right,
It's a vampire
Yeah.
period piece.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm
called-
so
it's
down
good.
for this.
It's called Sinners. Trailers look really promising.
What kind of piece is more appropriate for a vampire than a period piece? Anyway,
There it is. Yep, there it is.
Eh.
I was gonna go there, but I'm
Wow.
like, this might be even too lame for me.
never
Cecil
for me.
brought it back. Yeah, Cecil brought it back. So Michael B is doing double duty, playing twin brothers who return to their hometown to start fresh again, only to discover an evil greater than what they experienced before is waiting to welcome them back.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
about it.
I'm down for it. I love the
Yeah.
previews that have been out. I like Ryan Coogler. I mean,
Mhm.
not all of his movies, but he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
should apologize for producing Space Jam. I think he produced the new Space Jam. He should apologize. for
Oh
that.
God, yeah, no, he should. Yeah, he should
Yeah.
really apologize.
Everyone
for
should
that.
apologize for that, to be honest.
It'd be really funny if they animated all the characters just to line up and go, "We're sorry."
We're sorry that we did this.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, actually,
It
Warner
did.
Brothers is after right. Okay, so am I wrong about this? I know it's a bit of a sidetrack, Adam. I apologize,
course.
but it's
No, yeah.
pertaining to Warner Brothers, right? So there's the whole Acme versus Coyote thing. They shelve it. Now it's been sold. They're bringing it back. They just had an actual, apparently good Looney Tunes movie release. And now they say that they're aiming to do another Looney Tunes movie even after the whole Acme versus Coyote thing. Like,
yeah, Ketchup Studios, I believe, is the studio that bought it, and they're a very small studio. I don't know how they're going to fund anything, because that last movie, what the hell was it called?
The Day the Earth Blew Up.
The Day the Earth Blew Up did not make money. It lost, I think, quite a bit, but at the theaters. And people were praising that film. I fucking saw the movie, and I did not like it. And
really?
I'm a fan of these movies. I was really looking forward to it. I did not put out a review because I've already shot myself in the head a few times. And I thought, this video is not going to get any views. And the people that watch it are going to, just love it no matter what and hate me for it. But the film was good for about 35 minutes. And then it's just really bad the rest of the way through. And it's a bummer because I love 2D animation. And it would have been nice to have a good Looney Tunes movie.
Adam didn't like it. In other news, water wet.
Water's wet. Sky's blue. Women have secrets. Who gives a fuck?
Careful,
all right.
That's almost cancelable nowadays.
It's a quote from a great film, The Last Boy Scout.
Oh,
right.
I love that.
Oh.
That my favorite line is better shut up or I'm gonna stuff an umbrella up your ass and open it.
Not quite as poetic, but it's up there.
Close. It's close.
Yeah. Okay, Paul Thomas Anderson as a dark comedy with Leonardo DiCaprio, Regina Hall, and I don't know how to say this name, Tiana Taylor. One battle after another. It's when their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunites to rescue one of their own daughters.
Revolutionaries of what?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
Okay.
This is a very vague description of a film. The Bride stars Maggie Gyllenhaal and Jessie Buckley. Inspired by the Bride of Frankenstein tattoo she saw at a party, Gyllenhaal wanted something hot and big. And that tattoo was the genesis of her idea for the film. Oh, God.
Isn't Christian Bale playing Frankenstein in it?
He's the monster in it.
So Maggie Gyllenhaal and Jessie
monster,
Buckley
right,
present an upcoming horror film. So I don't know if they're starring in it or if they made the movie.
Jessie Buckley is the bride. Christian Bale is the actual monster.
Is Gyllenhaal directing or what?
Yes, and she wrote it.
Okay. Well,
I like that when you go on IMDb, it's like writers, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Mary Shelley. She's got a default writer credit because she wrote the book, but it's like, I don't think Maggie Gyllenhaal actually worked with Mary Shelley on this script.
You don't know.
It's right back in time.
It's like the scene in everybody's favorite Batman v Superman. She comes through the portal.
Believe it or not the only time traveling Frankenstein thing. Everyone watch Frankenstein Unbound. It's great.
No. Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat. Everybody remembers how good Annihilation turned out. I can't wait to see what the geniuses behind that last shitty Mortal Kombat have cooked up.
God, that movie sucked.
That movie sucked. Do you think Cole's going to be back again? Everybody's favorite Mortal
If they're
Kombat?
smart, they would literally bring him to kill him off right away.
Yes, that would be awesome.
And
They can't. He's got plot armor.
Yeah, but yeah, his plot armor, that's metal, except sometimes it's obviously rubbery and you can see it buckling. And then he killed Goro before the contest, even though he's the champion. No, that last movie was total garbage, and it's the same creative team and everything for the new one. So
I've learned something about these things now. If they release part of the movie early online, that is the best and only good part of the movie, and you should not watch the film. They did this with Mortal Kombat. The first film had that Scorpion Sub-Zero intro fight at the
that was the best part
village.
of the movie. Yeah,
that was fantastic. I'm like, oh my God, this is everything. I want to see this movie. That was the only good part of the film. And then they did that recently with the shitty Kraven the Hunter. They did the prison break scene, and like, oh, this might be okay, actually. No, that was the
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Fool me once, shame on me. It's
I will
always
say
shame on me.
The guy they got to play Shao Kahn is gigantic and scary looking. He was in that terrible Burt Kreischer movie, which we shouldn't even call a movie, The Machine. It's one of the worst things ever. But he is gigantic. Like when you picture Shao Kahn, you're like, oh, obviously that guy. Although I don't like the costume they showed of him. It's a little too, I don't know, just doesn't look right.
There's some depressing announcements coming up. Oh my God, these are sad. Let's go to some more that could be okay. This has potential. The Conjuring Last Rites. This will unfortunately be the last time we see Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as the demon hunting Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah, they say that this is supposed to wrap up the first chapter of the Conjuring universe.
So yeah,
it's like 18 movies. What?
I hated the last Conjuring. I love the first two. I think they're great. Whatever that third one was called, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yeah.
That was really not good.
It was bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping this gets back to kind of more the haunting style and less about. That one just felt so Hollywood compared to the other ones.
Didn't James Wan direct 1 and 2?
Yeah,
he didn't come back for 3, so that was a big difference for me. Yeah,
I don't know. I like the spin-offs more than the mainline movies. I know I'm in the minority. Like, not the first Annabelle, but the sequels were okay. And
that's
I love
the thing. The first of all of them are bad, but the second ones get better.
Yeah. Although I like both Nun movies. I enjoyed both Nun movies.
See, I didn't like the first one. I thought
that was all right.
Was Ouija in that universe too?
Close enough.
Yeah, Ouija 2 was great. Anyway.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, Ouija's not in that.
Same thing.
Llorona is in it. Barely. Touch and go with whether that's continuity or not. But no, I mean, I guess I'll see it. I mean, the real life Ed and Lorraine were just terrible con artists.
Yes, correct.
So it'd be funny if, like, the last movie, they're like, and we've been lying this whole time. That'd be really funny.
We were the ghosts all along. It's like a Scooby-Doo.
That third Annabelle was great when they just are like, we're gonna let all the ghosts out of the scary ghost room. That was fun.
Tony, you've covered some of these, I think, recently, but Final Destination Bloodlines is coming out soon.
I am super excited for that. Although it is the director of Leprechaun Origins, which I just reviewed.
Oh no!
Like that. Look, that movie was like 11 years ago. People change. He's got a better script. I'm gonna go in
People change. Have you seen Uwe Boll's like?
No,
there's a difference between Uwe Boll and other directors. There are directors who make schlock and get better. Uwe Boll was never gonna be that. But no, I've been revisiting all the Final Destinations and reviewing them. They're a lot of fun. Not 4, but they're a lot of fun. And 5 was great. So yeah, I'm surprised they took as much of a break as they did, but they're going into like some prequel aspects. Like maybe they're gonna explain like how the visions got started. So yeah, I'm all on board with it. And it's gonna be the last time we see Tony Todd, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely looking like it too, unfortunately.
Yeah, he looked very thin in that trailer. I hope they explain like what the fuck he is in those movies. Like, are you the Grim Reaper? Are you his friend? Why do you give people advice? Why does the advice? Who are you? I want that answered. But yeah, I'm on board for it. Looks fun.
I have a ghoulish joke that I'm not going to make.
Oh, you asshole.
All right. This one's interesting. I'm not sure. Okay, so it's F1. It's the Brad Pitt movie. Jerry Bruckheimer stepped on stage.
Jeremy Bruckheimer.
Full name Jeremy Bruckheimer. Yeah, of course. The other name was Joseph Kosinski. I almost said John Krasinski, but I held back. That would have been awkward. Yeah. This movie looks pretty awesome from the kind of extended teaser that they released of a lot of cars moving fast and Brad Pitt looking cool. Do you think we're going to get a Maverick situation here where this movie is going to make a shit ton of money, or what do you think? Now, I'm going to say ahead of time that Gran Turismo film did very well at the box office, and people love racing films. So, thoughts?
I'll let you guys go. I'm still thinking.
It's not going to be Maverick because it's not a sequel to something that is beloved. But yeah, I mean, racing movies are generally good, but do they all make money? Like, I don't know if they all do.
And I think Brad Pitt had a couple stinkers not too long ago. Babylon bombed at the box office. Great movie, bombed at the box office. And he had his production studio did that. What was it? Ad Astra? Is that the name of that one?
Ad Astra.
Yeah. 5 years ago or something like that. I saw that one.
That one bombed as well. And that was a fine movie. Not anything amazing by any means, but he could use a win for sure.
No, I'm looking it up. I had to look up Formula One to see if that was international. It's an international thing. If you have cars and you're going for an international audience, you're probably going to make money. That's how Final Destination. Fast and Furious. That's how Fast and Furious keeps going, because like cars are like a universal thing. Like every country loves fast, cool looking cars. So it might do really, really well
Mhm.
because Formula One is super popular. So a movie based off it might do numbers.
This will be a litmus test for the Tom Cruise sequel to Days of Thunder, which I also believe is in the works.
Is it really?
I pitched it like 2 years ago. I said, do Days of Thunder 2. That one's better than Top Gun to begin with. I want a sequel.
We've all been asking for it. And by all, I mean just Adam. Only Adam watched that movie and went, yeah.
People keep coming up to me on the streets with tears in their eyes. Sir, Adam, when are they going to make a sequel? And I say, just get away from me, peasant. I don't know.
Well,
You know,
Rooker's only gotten more popular since then.
I'm over here just writing letters to Ridley Scott. I'm like, please, Legend 2. Bring Tom Cruise back for Legend 2. And also bring Tim Curry back. Don't change a thing. Let's do it.
You've awkwardly been writing letters to Tony Scott, not realizing.
Yeah,
he's been
they
gone
haven't.
quite some time.
It was a mistake. I realized they haven't been returned. And I was like, oh, right.
It'd be even crazier if he was responding to your letters.
Holy shit, Tony. It's just a
From me in
different
the
Tony
grave.
Scott,
Yeah.
not related. Like, sir, I don't make movies.
Oh, I was thinking he was like a ghost, but either way, it's fine. This is a movie pitch right here. All right, Tony Scott, the famous director. He's returning letters for fan sequels. He steps back into the spotlight as a ghost. All right. Speaking of things I don't ever want to see, Cat in the Hat is coming back,
No,
baby.
way.
Bill Hader is the Cat in the Hat.
I guess
Okay.
it's going to be animated like the new Grinch
I
was.
sure as shit
Yeah.
hope it's going to be animated.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Did the
in this,
wife of Dr. Seuss? She was so upset with the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat that she said she was never going to sign off for another movie again.
Yeah,
I
but she's
remember
probably
hearing that
dead
story a
now.
long time ago.
the ghost signed off.
Yeah, hold on. She is Dr. Seuss' wife.
Dead, right?
While he looks that up,
Okay.
here's another example of the article being shit. Honestly, this is incredibly exciting news. First off, that's stupid. If anybody could fill Jim Carrey's shoes, it would be him. What? Okay, Jim Carrey did the live action Grinch. This is going to be animated. So
Yeah.
what? Okay, so Bill
Okay.
Hader is going to just have such an amazing performance. It's going to transcend the animation. All right.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. She died in 2018, and sure enough, they did that Grinch cartoon like 2 years later.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
It's done. Get it
Yeah.
going. Scan. Hollywood just lights up.
Should we wait until she's buried at least? Nah, fuck
No.
it. Let's go.
They signed it at the
My-
burial.
Yeah.
My nieces made me watch all 3 Grinch movies in one day.
Oh,
They just kept
Lord.
asking for Grinch, and I finally watched the Benedict Cumberbatch one. And I went, "This is fucking abysmal." Why? I'm like, "You girls shouldn't be watching this. Turn this off."
Wait, if you saw 3,
Wait.
then you missed one. You missed the Grinch and Halloween.
Well, just the Christmas ones, you asshole. Come on.
You said all the Grinch movies, buddy.
I don't know what I meant. God.
Just keeping you honest.
Superman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Superman's coming out. Corin Sweat said that. God, that name is great. Corin Sweat said that his and Brosnahan's. Who's Brosnahan? Is that the woman?
Yeah, Brosnan. She's Lois Lane. She's
Okay.
from House of Cards and whatever that Amazon show was. The
Oh, that was
comedian
great.
lady.
The marvelous Mrs. Mabel.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she was
comedian
amazing in
lady,
that
as I
show.
call it. Yes.
It's gonna have Crypto the dog. We all saw the extended kind of like teaser thing. Rudy and I commented about it yesterday. We thought it was very cool, very interesting route that they're going. I did share with him on his stream that I was incredibly confused because I took my kids to Minecraft and we were running late. And so when we got in there, the Superman thing was going already and it just kept going. And I was like, holy shit, did they accidentally release Superman in my theater right now? And we're watching the full movie. I was just quietly like sitting there, but no, it was just the teaser.
Wait, are
still
they
cool.
playing that before every screening of Minecraft?
I
They
think
played
so.
it in mine.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So the biggest kids movie right now has an extended preview with an adorable dog. Oh man,
Yes.
Superman might actually make a
Sold.
shit ton of money, guys.
Mhm.
Superman's gonna do
Superman might make a
well.
lot of money.
James Gunn knew what he was doing. Like,
That
when he
was
put this in front
smart.
of
That
him.
was
Yes.
smart. Although he did ruin the dog breed, and we should boycott it still.
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
the right
yes,
dog breed.
I've
that
written
is smart.
several letters to Mr. Tony Scott about the dog.
Nothing to
Well, he's building that he's building crypto in as sort of a baseline thing that people can like, because he's a part of the Supergirl storyline that movie's based on too.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
now my theory is, because we're supposed to have a cameo from Supergirl at some point, so my theory is he's dog sitting for her. Crypto's actually hers. And so at the end of the movie, she's going to show up to pick him up in order to go off onto her adventure and stuff. But yeah, they're gonna lean on him, lean on that dog in both of these movies for sure.
No, everything about it looks pretty good, except for Nathan Fillion. That would have been a good casting 20 years ago. Now, not so much. But yeah, looks great. I liked the extended preview. I didn't really have an issue with it.
Because I'm such a professional here, I did Warner Brothers before I did Lionsgate, which was actually the second day.
Great job, Adam.
So we just covered day 3, and now we are going to go back into the time machine to day 2 when the Lionsgate announcements came out. And none of you called me on it because none of you care. And
I don't have the article up. I'm trusting you.
You shouldn't need the article. You should have been watching this live every day.
Look, you're driving the bus. If you crash it, that's on you.
Yeah.
You guys picked the wrong driver.
Were there no updates for The Last Ronin? Because I heard they were making a live action Ninja Turtle movie, and I'm really excited about that.
Careful. Don't call me out like I missed something here.
I've had
it
it
on there
for
not,
like a year, and I haven't cracked into it yet. I really want to read that.
The Last
really
Ronin. Let me jump back through the notes. Weapons was an announced movie. I didn't care enough to even talk about it. I mentioned The Cat in the Hat, which everybody was really excited about. Oh, we could go around the room, I guess, really quick while I bring up the next page. No, there was nothing on whatever Ronin thing you said.
Last Ronin? Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, nothing on the first Ronin, as what you said. You guys are all excited for Superman, I assume?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely,
I mean,
I am. I like we shared this on my live the other day, and I grew up with the Chris Reeve movies. I'm sure all of you did as well. He's my hero. I got a whole sleeve of Superman tats.
You got to come to my channel tomorrow. We're doing Superman 3 on my channel tomorrow. It's
I love
underrated,
that,
but
man.
keep going.
It's ahead of its time. Hacking, man. Whoever thought about hacking back then? You know.
Yeah.
And anyway, but yeah, I am excited about this because I did love Man of Steel. And I understand at the time they were going with the direction with the Dark Knight, and they went that way, and I guess it made sense. But this one, it just feels like I feel like I'm 7 years old again. I feel like I'm watching old Super Friends cartoons. It makes me feel great watching the trailer. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait. I'm sure it's going to do well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows I'm super excited about it. I had these two, Adam and Tony on for a stream talking about just that first trailer, and I was glowing about it. I just think Gunn has a handle on what Superman is supposed to be.
Yep.
And thank God for that. Like he's probably not going to have his first kiss on the rubble and pulped bodies of Metropolitans. So that'll be nice.
It would be freaking hilarious if he kills so many people in that movie.
I think he's going to fumble the movie on purpose, so Warner Brothers will be forced to bring Zack Snyder back. He's a Trojan horse.
4D chess for Snyder?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love that they had to take a picture recently. Like, guys, we're not enemies. Stop thinking we're competing.
Oh, they're well beyond the point of. They'll just say it's a deep fake or something.
Oh my God.
I would like to see them work together because they did work Dawn of the Dead, right?
It's like the only good Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to see them work together. Zack Snyder hasn't made a good movie since.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let Gunn
Man
write
of
it, him
Steel?
direct it. That'd be great.
No.
Yeah, but again, we talked about this. I don't think Zack Snyder's directing's good anymore. His cinematography and stuff, using those cameras and the depth of field and shit that he does is just whack.
I didn't even bother with the Moon Lady. I watched Zombie Vegas, and I was like, I was excited for that because Dawn of the Dead is so good.
Right.
And then what was it? Army of the Dead. I watched it. I'm like, this is abysmal. Then they did a prequel about the one guy. I'm like, who gives a shit about that?
Did anybody watch that thing? That was so bizarre.
Dude, they were supposed to do an animated spinoff, all these other spinoffs. That's why there's a robot zombie, and then none of it got made because no one gave a shit about the first two.
So bizarre. He also did that animated Gods and Whatever show. I didn't watch that either, but I actually didn't even hear anything about it. It just kind of came out and went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, you know what's not going to go away? The John Wick franchise.
Yeah.
We have John Wick Chapter 5.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't dead.
As well as the Donnie Yen spinoff that's going to be directed by Donnie Yen.
It's on here. It's on here. We'll get there. But John Wick. We have a quote. It's so important to get this story right. Really? and give John's story the proper next step, said Thunder Road producers. It's exciting to take the first step on that road. The first step? What?
New trilogy.
What? Oh
They've made more money with every movie. How are they going to stop at 4? It's the Fast and Furious complex.
And honestly, I like the Continental prequel. I actually really enjoyed that.
I never watched it. Was it good?
No, I didn't watch it.
I really enjoyed it.
Is that a
It's
show?
only 3 episodes,
Yeah,
and
3 episodes,
you can knock it out in the day. I had a lot of fun with it. Say what you will about Mel Gibson. He plays the most insane asshole bad guy ever, and he does it perfcally.
He was a good villain in he was good in Expendables, whatever one he was in. 3, 2, villain.
3. What'd you say, Cecil?
I say, isn't each episode an hour and a half? Like it's 3 full movies, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like only 3. I usually don't like prequels, but this one was fine. It didn't do any. I was waiting for something stupid like, yes, thanks for helping us, Mr. Robert Wick. How was your son Jonathan? They didn't do anything like that, which was nice. No, it was just a fun little miniseries.
They're also doing a animated John Wick movie.
Oh wow!
It'll go back in time to tell the story of John Wick before the first film, as he completes the impossible task, the killing of all of his rivals in one night. Is that really impossible? I feel like I've seen him do it 4 times now.
Well, it was impossible the first time he did it.
It's like the Mission Impossible. It's the Mission Impossible movie. It's like, is it impossible? We're doing this like 9 times now.
And where does the Ana de Armas movie place? The ballerina movie. Where does that place at?
We're gonna get there.
As far as
before 4, because John is still alive.
He's alive, right? Yeah.
Unless they bring him back in Ballerina to force you to see that movie.
He is in Ballerina.
Claws out of the grave like the crow.
He's in all over the trailers for that movie.
Yeah.
I had to come back to life because I didn't know I had a secret daughter named Ballerina. Now I have to save her.
I think it would actually be great since these John Wick movies have completely lost the plot after the first. I enjoy them all, but they get more and more ludicrous and insane. Yeah. They should have him dead, and he should have to fight his way through hell, God of War style.
Yep. Oh, wow.
To get back to Earth, yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be fucking awesome. He's just like taking out zombies left and right, kills Satan. Just do it. Just go nuts.
John Wick's Inferno.
Yeah, just go nuts.
Dude, they can go nuts with this franchise. It's like the Continental, you know the coins they use?
Yeah.
The Continental, one of the big reveals is like the press that they used to make those is like from Roman times. So this society's been around for like 2,000
They've been
years.
going, The high table.
Just put Keanu Reeves in like Roman armor. It's like, I'm back. I'm Caesar Wick or whatever. It's just got to be Wick each time.
Caesar Wick.
Julius.
That would be awesome if they did a Roman John Wick type movie using the gun fu, but with like spear fu.
And make it inaccurate like Gladiator 2, which had newspapers.
You have
to have cell phones at the Roman John Wick.
Yes. The monkeys have machine guns. All right, we have the spin-off ballerina that we were just talking about. Donnie. Oh, wait, this is different. Oh, Donnie Yen directing Kane spin-off.
Yeah.
All right, John Wick spin-off ballerina hits the theaters this summer, but the franchise is already looking ahead. We have plans for a Kane-centric spin-off. Donnie Yen reprises his role as the assassin. He was so good in John Wick 4.
Yeah.
The wind-up punches, the fact that he's blind but has better vision than everybody else. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see if it says anything. John Wick films have set immensely high standard. I don't care about that. We know nothing about this, sounds like.
Yeah. I don't know. Like the story stopped being like whatever. The society's way too complicated. I just want to see cool gun stunts at this point. I just need a minimum story. That's the thing. They keep making the stories like overly convoluted. I'm like, no, that guy like kicked his dog and now he has to shoot him. That's all we need. We don't need.
Yeah, that's why the first one's the best, because it's just simple and you can actually relate to the character on a certain level.
The society thing made it a little interesting. Like, this probably excuses how ridiculous. And then they got like way to it. Like the last one where they're like, yes, the magistrate or whatever the fuck he was called. It's like, okay.
This is like the old ladies using the switchboard.
Yeah.
It's back in the day, the telephone switch is like,
we work for the high table. And then there's a guy, the elder, who's above the table. And we switch him out randomly. He sits in a tent in the desert.
And you have to go to Shangri-La like it's Uncharted 3 or some shit.
Yeah. It's like okay. I'm like, can
Yeah.
he likes his dog and someone's going to punch a dog. He's got to kill everyone.
Yes. Okay, we got Paul Feig or Feige. Is it Feige? First look deal. Oh God, I hate this guy as a director. I'm not gonna lie. He did Bridesmaids, and that was like it. From his breakthrough with Bridesmaids to his most recent movie, The Housemaid. Oh, okay, likes maids. I've been fortunate enough to work with Paul for 15 years, says some person. What are we doing here? What is this? Signed a first look film producing deal with Lionsgate. It doesn't even tell me what it is.
I think it's the Sydney Sweeney movie. It better be. I put her in my thumbnail, so I'm hoping this is the Sydney Sweeney movie.
It is.
Yeah.
The Housemaid is the Sydney Sweeney movie. Okay. And Amanda. I like Amanda Seyfried too. She's great. He also did the recent Simple Favor sequel, Another Simple Favor. How did that get a sequel? The first one was so lame.
Didn't he also do the Ghostbusters 2016?
Well, yes, of course.
Of
course he did. Yes, everybody.
Let's not forget the peak. You know.
See, so I know you love that movie, and you bring it up whenever you can. You say it's
100%.
underrated, but he's just not for the stream. All the new people in the chat, Cecil, it's his favorite movie. He talks about it all the time.
Damn it, those girls deserve better.
Cecil's making a fan film. It's just a follow up to that. He couldn't get girls in it, so Cecil's playing every part.
You wouldn't believe the makeup.
I do declare. It's like a Southern Belle.
Dude, my Leslie Jones is unreal. Had to be real careful on the makeup on that one, though.
The power of, what is her name? Patty or something? The power Pam compels you. Oh, that movie sucked. Okay, I guess Noda messaged. He did leave some notes on this Housemaid movie. It's got this is just a bunch of bullshit. Oh, plot. Millie is a struggling woman who is relieved to get a fresh start as a housemaid to Nina and Andrew, an upscale wealthy couple. She soon learns that the family's secrets are far more dangerous than that of her own. I don't like Paul Feig movies. I'm not going to see it.
I'll see it because Sweeney's in it, but probably not going to be good.
She has an A24 movie that'll probably be a lot better.
Maybe.
All right, everybody's been waiting for a new Hunger Games movie.
We have
Sunrise. Yes, okay. Sunrise on the Reaping is coming.
It is the prequel story.
Yeah, I had to Google it. I forgot I forgot they did a prequel like 2 years ago. Did anyone even see? Did that do well?
I did.
I forgot about that.
It was mediocre. The song of like Songbirds and Snakes or whatever. The ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It has Tony. How did you not see that? It has your girl in it. The Zegs.
I saw Rachel Zegler was in it.
Yeah, the Zegster's in it.
She's every movie I've seen her in, she's been okay. She hasn't wowed me or anything.
She's okay in that too.
I'm just not going to see Snow White because I'm not a 4-year-old girl, so I don't care about it.
Yeah, it's I didn't know this. Is this even this is a book? I knew the last one was a prequel book and it wasn't good, and the movie was like slightly better than bad.
This isn't a book, I don't think. It's telling the story of Woody Harrelson's character when he won the Hunger Games back in the day.
These games saw Hamish Abernathy emerge as the victor. Yes, 50th annual Hunger Games with Woody Harrelson. I don't know. Do we know who's playing these people? Let's see if I got
I don't know, but it's nice that I'm going to go see a movie that I know exactly how it ends. That's going to be fun.
That's the
time, like, I hope he wins.
To be fair, Titanic's one of the best, money making movies of all time.
True.
Yeah, but those people weren't real. So you were like, is she going to end up with him? Or I think Billy Zane can win her back.
Oh, I thought you meant just everyone on the Titanic, like it's the moon landing.
Is that CG?
You don't believe it happened.
Is that CG body going to ragdoll off the side of the propeller? I don't see any notes from Noda on this film, so he really let me down. Okay, let's move on. I don't care so much about this, but I do, Hamish is like probably the best character from the Hunger Games, so they at least did something right this time, unlike the last prequel where they said, I think people are really craving a President Snow prequel film to really humanize that pile of trash character, the guy who made the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that was a weird way to go. I'm like, that's what they chose to do for the first one?
Oh, he says there's notes for it. Oh my God, this is going to be a thing we have to keep doing.
I thought the
Oh, here
Hunger
it is.
Game movies were okay. I was
Yeah,
not really
I like
wowed by
them. First one's not
until
the
the
best.
last
any of
one,
them. Not one.
What was that?
I haven't seen any of them.
They're okay.
Yeah.
The second one's probably the best, but that fourth one, you could tell Jennifer Lawrence was checked out.
Mhm.
It's like, really, you could have just power through for the last one. You're phoning in on the last one.
I feel like she does that with every franchise that she's a part of.
Oh, like X-Men?
Yes.
She's like, whatever, kill me, throw me into a piece of wood.
I don't want to be painted blue anymore. Can you just like spray from a distance for like 5 minutes? Oh God. Stephen King's The Long Walk officially landed a release date, September 12th.
Yep.
The story takes place in the US in a dystopian future where 100 teen boys must participate in a grueling walk across the country. Those who lag behind are shot and killed until only one boy is left standing. So it's like Hunger Games and Squid Games had a baby.
Wow.
That's what I get from
So
it.
they just have to walk across the country? Are they like given food or whatever?
Doesn't say. Unclear.
Interesting.
They have to
Okay.
do a pilgrimage that could wind up killing them.
Mm.
Good stuff.
Sure.
Sounds good fun.
There's a Stephen King thing like every other month. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I know. No fucking way. The sons of bitches did it. Now you see me. Now you don't. The
I saw
third,
this
now
story
you
and thought
see
about
me.
you right away.
Oh
I
my
thought about
God,
you right
they
away.
did it. They did it. What? Wait, this is the fourth Now You See Me movie?
No. It's got to be third.
Is this the...
I thought the third was already done. I don't think it's come out yet, but I thought it was already done.
Well, okay, so this is the third one, and then right after, Now You See Me 4. The magic tricks and heists don't stop here. Lionsgate revealed plans for a fourth Now You See Me. Kill me. These movies are the magic equivalent of Fast and the Furious. They're just so stupid.
Yeah.
I have
love
not
them.
watched a single one of them. The clip of them throwing the card around, I feel has gone super viral. It shows up on like reels all the time.
The one where
But
the CG card is like sliding down his arm.
Yeah.
popping
But I've
around.
never actually sat and watched any of them.
You're not missing much. It's
I like Lizzie Kaplan, but not enough to watch that movie.
And
so.
she wasn't even in the first one. She was in the second one.
No.
I don't
I
think
always
she's
thought those
back.
films could have been better if the tricks were real tricks and the CGI
Yes.
was removed. I think that would have made it a whole lot more interesting.
That's the problem I had with The Illusionist with Edward Norton. Came out around the same time as Prestige, but no one seemed to care about it. It was a fine movie, but the fact that his trick was supposed to be practical, but it clearly wasn't, really kind of takes you out of the film. Like, oh, I'm supposed to believe he's doing it, even though I can clearly see this was done on a computer. All right, well, fuck me, I guess. Okay, what do we know about this? The third, I'm sorry, now you three me. The feature sees the Four Horsemen return, along with a new generation of illusionists, so that we can keep this franchise going, performing melding twists, turns, and surprises. Okay. Jesse Eisenberg. I love bringing people together.
God. Fuck you.
Ah, ha, ha.
It's the worst.
The red capes are coming.
Ugh.
Dave Franco, Isla Fisher. She's back after almost dying in the first film. Everybody knows that piece of trivia, I assume. Justice Smith, Dominic Sessa, Ariana Greenblatt, Rosamund Pike, and Morgan Freeman. He's still alive.
I was like, they better move fast if they want to keep bringing him back.
Okay. And then the fourth one, of course, just around the corner. That's
We've
really
been
depressing.
wanting it. Everyone's been demanding another Now You See. I haven't watched them because I knew they were going to make 15 movies, and I want to wait for them to be finished and binge them all. That's what I've been doing.
All right,
Every
there's a really...
franchise-
Oh,
sorry,
keep going.
I was just going to say, every franchise is turning into Fast and Furious, including Megan.
God, yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see the trailer for Megan
Oh.
2?
I thought that
It
was
is-
hilarious.
It's like, let's do Alita, let's do Fast and Furious, let's do Terminator 2,
Terminator
let's just fucking
2,
do
yeah.
it all.
I
baby.
like that they just don't care. I'm like, nah, I appreciate that. But they're like, fuck it. Just do
Yeah.
whatever we want. Gives a shit.
I saw this trailer. This movie looks terrible by the trailer, but it could be interesting, I suppose. Lionsgate dropped a second trailer for Hurry Up Tomorrow. You guys remember that trailer at all? It's super abstract and weird looking.
No.
The story
I
follows
just watched it. It looked good. Okay.
the story follows a musician plagued by insomnia who embarks on a strange journey. Stars Jenna Ortega, Barry Keoghan, and oh good, I'm not a racist. Abel Tesfaye. He's The Weeknd. I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh, The Weeknd is acting, cool. And then it said the name. I was like, oh fuck, I'm racist. I thought that was The Weeknd. It looked just like him, and it turns out that's the same person. So,
thank God, thank God.
Like, yeah, like oh my God, is that The Weeknd? He's acting now. I suppose it makes sense if he's a musician in the film. But yeah, it looks very bizarre. Could be good. Could be good. Could be bad.
Looks different. Like it looks, artsy. But I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, it's one of the only original movies I feel like I've listed off so far. So that's props.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of unoriginal, we have Universal Studios. I don't know what day we're on anymore. It does not matter. Ska-da-da-da-da. Jurassic World Rebirth, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one coming out this year, or is that another one?
No, that's
coming out this year.
Okay, good.
But we no Christopher Pratt, though. No hands, no blue. It's all different.
I think we could all just be happy that Mahershala Ali, they delayed Blade, so he had time to do this movie. Blade didn't get in the way of this movie.
Actually, I just saw an announcement from Marvel saying that they've canceled the Blade movie now officially.
Wow.
Well, now he's going to have time to do more of these Jurassic movies if he doesn't get eaten. This is great.
Mm-hmm. He's going to
will
get
there be
eaten
dinosaurs in this new one, or just more locusts?
Well,
no, it's dinosaurs.
Okay,
thank God.
Thank God.
Well, actually, there is one of the big bads is only part dinosaur because it looks like a giant ape dinosaur.
It's like a failed mutant T-Rex with gorilla arms. It looks like an alien.
Yeah. So from what I gather, this is a third island separate
of
from.
course.
Yep.
Yeah, that part's stupid. Just. You put dinosaurs all over the world. Just say they migrated to an island. You don't need a third secret island.
Well, but it's supposed to be the deadliest dinosaurs. They couldn't. All the deadliest ones wouldn't have accidentally happened onto the same island.
The bad ones.
They're like, this is where they first. The way around it is to just be like a different company tried to make dinosaurs and they fucked up horribly and they just left them on this island. The fact that it's InGen again, it's like, how many fucking secret islands did they have? Like John Hammond's kind of.
You do not want to see the dinosaurs they have on Epstein's Island. That is the wildest place.
They're all pretty young,
see
though.
At a party, the dinosaurs have like little hats on, and
it's all baby dinosaurs, though.
I know Book Hammond was an asshole, but movie Hammond wasn't. So the fact that this would imply, because I think they're doing like a flashback. It's like, no, he can't be covering up murderers because then the first movie would have never happened. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Everything else looks pretty good and it looks fun.
It's funny to picture the scientists as they're like, okay, it's hatched. What is it? Oh, it's the deadliest kind of raptor there is. Should we destroy it? Nah, just put it on that island over there with the other deadly things. Like what?
Oh my God. It'd be so funny if they had a de-aged John Hammond at the beginning of the movie.
Oh no.
This is going to be the perfect place where I can test my evil dinosaurs.
I'm picturing a cartoon catapult. They just put the bad embryos and just send it off to the other island.
Yes, of course. We splice this with this, and it's going to have to go to the other island. This will not work here.
But my go-to opinion is Jurassic Park is a movie that said everything it needed to in one movie.
Yep.
So if you are going to do a sequel, have fun with it. I know a lot of people hate Fallen Kingdom, but that one was like weird and fun for me.
Movie's just
the one they were auctioning them off in the basement.
Yeah, that was fun for me. I'd rather them get stupider because we've already done the movie we were supposed to do. If you're going to do one, just go wacky. Dominion, I feel bad for Dominion because COVID like threw a monkey wrench into that film.
Dino wrench.
Yeah.
Tony, did you tear up when the clone girl at the end let the dinosaurs go? You were like,
nah,
I sympathize with this.
I was moved.
I'm a clone, just like the dinosaurs.
And then they retcon that in the next one. They're like, actually, your grandfather didn't clone you. It was your mom, and you're a lizard or something. I don't know. That one got a little lost.
You're a lizard, Harry.
I'm of the opinion that Jurassic has proven its popularity, and the fact that it is Universal, I say we just move beyond the typical adventure stories. And now that they're out across the world, let's just do different kinds of movies with dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
We'll do gory horror movies with certain dinosaurs. We can do like a new Tammy and the T-Rex romantic comedy kind of thing. You know, like we can do like all kinds of different genres.
You can do the Fast
within
X
the dinosaur
dinosaurs.
world. Yeah. Well, it's just because it's
Dinosaurs
Universal,
are
right?
racing.
Those guys are technically the same world anyway.
Yeah, you got Dom on the motorcycle.
Fast 11 Dino, you know, like it's Fast 11, but it's 2 bones as the.
Yes.
Don't forget, guys. Since there was a cart that said engine in the lab in Face Off, that's technically in continuity with Jurassic Park. So you could bring John Travolta back, and he's like, I got to switch my face with a raptor and learn what raptors are all like. I got to get in with the dinosaur.
I want to take his face off.
John Travolta, somehow Nicolas Cage survived and he switched face with the T-Rex. No!
Cage has the double golden guns and the chiclets.
It's got that coat flapping in the wind.
I want to see a T-Rex.
The doves fly up with a
it's just
pterodactyl.
Yeah. It's just,
Woo!
It would make $1 billion.
Yeah.
$billion dollars.
They got Gareth Edwards directing the new one, who did like Godzilla and stuff. He doesn't have the best characters in his movies, but he's really good with visual effects. So I'm excited for the effects. Everything in the trailer looked cool. I like them in that temple and the big one attacking them.
Temple.
He has
Gareth
Edwards he has good visual effects when he decides to show
scale.
them.
Scale. I like that.
Gareth did The Creator and he did Rogue One, which are both stunning films.
Visually, they look great. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're all, I think, in agreement. You got ScarJo in there, which is enough already to get me to the theater. So,
if it's bad, who gives a fuck? It's Jurassic 7. Like, whatever.
Tony, I am with you, though. Like, Jaws, Jurassic Park, most of these movies were done at one. The Alien franchise and Terminator are kind of exceptions because they managed to squeak out at least one more good film and then a bunch of fine movies or horrible films, depending on where you're at. All right. We have The Bad Guys, which was an animated film. Bad Guys 2 is the new one coming out. The first one's very good. It's a fun family flick. I assume none of you saw it because you're all adults.
No, I watched it. Yeah.
Okay. Did you like it?
I see all animated movies because
good for you.
It's how I balance my horror intake.
I love animated movies. I was seeing that shit. I went to like Spy Kids when I was in college with my girlfriend at the time. It's like, why are we here?
Yeah.
But also, I'm glad we're here.
Hold on.
It was good, and the Bad Guys, they did like a Christmas special as well last year.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Was that any good?
It wasn't bad. It was more of the same. They, of course, since it was a straight to streaming, it didn't have all the big voices. There was some approximations going on, but overall it was okay.
Real quick, Adam, you saw Spy Kids 1 in college.
Yeah.
In 2001.
Well, yeah, it would have been. Well, I graduated high school. I'm sorry, Tony. Okay. I graduated in 2001, so I was on the crest of college.
So you were that age, and you're like, I got to see Spy Kids. Meanwhile, I was 11, and I went, that movie looks fucking lame. I'm not seeing that shit.
Yeah.
I hope an older man on the internet doesn't do a show with me one day saying he likes this movie.
Tony, I know it's clear that you were more of a Shark Boy and Lava Girl kind of guy.
Oh, well, obviously, that was the real one. That was the real one. Underrated, I think.
A young Tay-Tay Lautner? Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, he's all in on the Twilight fanfic. All right. Next,
he had shark teeth long before he was a werewolf.
This is a bit of depressing news for me. How to Train Your Dragon live action. Sony set the table, and now we're going to milk this shit across studios.
They have approved movie number 2 before movie number 1 has come out.
They have. They know it's a hit.
Well, that's because they built a theme park, and they have to justify it.
Yeah.
By the way, the theme park looks incredible.
Looks epic.
Really?
Yeah. Nice.
Now, I'm not a fan of the original. I haven't seen them, but I know a lot of fans who grew up with that love what they've seen so far. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
100%.
No.
The live action movie? No, I don't. I think it looks terrible.
Why? Because it's the same thing as the animated one? That makes it look bad? The animated one was good. Why would just doing a live action version make it look bad?
because you're doing a live action version of the same movie you already saw,
Which
and
you
they're
said
doing
is good.
Yeah, but they're doing nothing new with it. It's the same movie but worse. So
because it's not animated. I just don't. I disagree.
Okay,
with
give
that
me a
line
live.
of
Here, let's go
thinking
this route. Give me a live action Disney movie in the modern era.
This is not a Disney movie.
That's
this is
better.
not a Disney movie.
Still,
but let's workshop this. Give me one that's better than the animated classic. I'll wait.
I didn't say it had to be better. I don't see any reason why it can't be just as good.
Because
and again, it's not Disney. It's not run by the same crowd trying to crowbar in whatever the hell they want to in each movie.
From what I got from the trailer, it looked like they're again doing kind of the same shot for shot remake.
It's the same director, same writer, or same yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody from the original's back on board for this one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they've done that with plenty of movies over the years with the same creative team, and it didn't
Which
turn out.
Which live action did they do that with?
So the live action that comes to mind recently with the same creative team, who ended up half of them, I believe, jumped ship during the production, was Avatar, the live action TV series on Netflix.
Right, and the creative team jumped ship.
Half of them, I think some of them stayed. Half of it was all right, but I couldn't make it through much more because it's like, what's the point? There's so many other stories we could tell, and there's so much budget you could be using. I guess my problem with it is they're justifying continuing to go back to the movies we've already seen instead of focusing on making new creative stuff. And that's the problem I have with it.
It's like rewrapping a present and giving it to the people again. It's
exactly
the same thing.
Yeah. They're doing both. They're not doing as many originals as they are reboots and sequels, yes, but that's because that's what the audiences pay for. You know?
Yes, it is. It's what they want, apparently, because the Mufasa film made like $2 billion. It's one of the highest grossing movies of all time. I think it's in the top 15, which just makes me sad.
By the way, that's the funniest thing
in any movie like that, by the way.
What's that?
It has one of the worst songs in any Disney movie ever.
Yeah, and that's
it's a terrible movie. In my opinion, I thought it was awful.
The funny thing, real quick, I don't care about How to Train Your Dragon because the first movie, the ending totally undoes. The whole point of the movie is we got to not kill dragons, and then it ends with them going, "Let's kill that dragon." Anyway, all the Vikings want to kill the dragons. Only hiccup in his like band of friends. Yeah, but then he's like, "Hey guys, we don't need to kill dragons. We can train them." And then at the end, it goes, "Well, except for that one, we got to kill that one, obviously."
I mean, fixing the big one.
Well, whatever. Oh wow! So he's one of the bad ones, Cecil. Come on. No, the funny thing
he's the patriarchy, Tony. Yeah. You got to cut off the head of the snake.
I'm glad you mentioned Mufasa because so many guys are celebrating like Snow White not doing well, and I'm like, you idiots! Lilo and Stitch comes out in like 2 months. It's going to make $1 billion. Like, why are you celebrating this? And it's coming off of Mufasa, which again made up way too much money.
Yeah, they might have one that doesn't do the numbers they want, but then they got like 8 more coming out that'll easily do it. You know, Disney, I think, started the live action, remakes only 10 years ago, and I'm pretty sure they've done like 20 of them already.
No, 2010, Alice in Wonderland. So it's been 15 years of live action remakes.
Yeah, and there's a lot. There's not like 5 or 6. We're talking 30 or so.
Like once in a while, you're gonna get a Peach Dragon that flops, and then they come back with Aladdin or something. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Cecil, it's not so much this movie specifically. It's just what it's going to be for the future of the studio that bums me out.
But that's the thing, though. The trend that it is, going, pushing forward. Yes, that's annoying. But the movie itself doesn't look terrible. So that's the only thing I take umbrage with.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. But again, I'm looking for something more than that, I guess.
I had to Google it.
That's fair.
What is the first live action remake? It's The Jungle Book in 1994.
We're talking
then you could also count 101 Dalmatians, but like the modern
we're like
era.
MCU, there was superhero movies before the MCU, but this is like the Disney rebrand thing that started.
Alice in Wonderland is the one that really kicked it off.
Jungle Book was good though because it had Liu Kang in it, so I was happy with that.
Well, Jungle Book was a fun movie.
That wasn't Liu Kang.
That was Bruce Lee.
No, I've always made that mistake. It's
really
wasn't it Bruce Lee from Dragon?
Oh, you're right. That's who it was. You're right. It's Dragon. The Bruce Lee story is one of the most all-time underrated films. I
spent my whole life thinking that was Liu Kang.
You're right. You're right.
I rewatched the '94 movie a few years ago. I'm like, that's not Liu Kang. That's that other guy.
Good. Thanks on the correction, boys. Yep, you're right.
I didn't know that this was a thing. Jordan Peele has a new film coming out called Him.
Mm-hmm. Sports horror.
Yeah. We get Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Withers out to introduce the film. Let's see. The movie's out September 19th.
Oh, it's my birthday.
Oh, nice.
We can all go to the movie theater, guys. And go see him.
Tony, I almost forgot not to take the spotlight off of you for once, but Rudy had a birthday, I think, a week ago, you said?
Last Sunday.
So happy belated birthday, Rudy.
Thank you.
Birthday.
And happy early birthday to me.
Well,
happy early birthday to you.
Thank you. It's not until September 19th. You might know that as the
You're
day
way
Him
off.
comes out, but it's also my birthday.
Not willing to go that far. Him is a sports horror hybrid movie. Jordan Peele is involved, so take that as a warning. It's going to be interesting. Huh. Okay.
You know, I still never saw. I never saw Us. I saw Get Out and Nope, but I've still never seen Us.
I didn't like Us. Is okay. I didn't.
Us was my least favorite of the three. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, same
That's
here.
what I've heard. Yeah.
Nope was good.
I love Nope.
Fun.
Yeah. I hope you love Nobody because we have a sequel for that for some reason. Bob Odenkirk is back. Oh, well.
It's just John Wick.
Have you seen John Wick?
Dad.
I've seen John Wick.
Yeah.
Have you seen Atomic Blonde? Have you seen the new Jane Wick? It's probably going to be like that too. Yeah, it was fine. It was a fun action movie.
Okay.
It doesn't need a sequel, so of course it's getting one. Oh Jesus, this is one. You know, I consider myself very nice when it comes to family films because obviously the demographic is for kids, and also hopefully it's a bonus if the parents enjoy it. I did not like Five Nights at Freddy's. The sequel is coming out.
It was too slow moving. I don't know why kids liked it so much. It took forever for something scary to happen in that movie.
My kids grew up with it. My daughter's 21. My son's 18. They grew up with it, I guess, a while back, and they loved it.
No.
They absolutely loved it. Yeah.
I
thought it was okay.
I reviewed it with Jess on my show, who is younger, and she is all in on Five Nights at Freddy's lore. So she was super into the movie, and I was like, whatever. It was a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. What is it?
I actually like the lore too. I think creepy animatronics are very effective, but I think they boned that movie very, very badly.
Yeah.
Like the whole fort building thing in the middle is just unbelievably out of character for the franchise as a whole.
No.
But
the second one might be good.
The second one, I reacted to the trailer a few days ago, and it does look like it's going to be better than the first one. Hopefully,
that's good.
Okay, speaking of sequels, everything on this list is a sequel, it looks like now. Black Phone 2.
Yeah.
Another movie I'm not sure needed a second one. I did enjoy the first one quite a bit.
First one was great, yeah.
Yeah.
The news is the grabber is they've made him into more of a Freddy Krueger character where he's trying to get back at the kids from beyond the grave. Now
he's the ghost. Yeah.
He wasn't in it that much, surprisingly, in the first film. I'm assuming they're going to extend... It's Ethan Hawke, right? They're going to extend his character quite a bit in this one. It's funny, characters that become kind of iconic over time, and then you rewatch the film, or you just look at the runtime on some of them, and you're like, Jesus, really? He was only in the movie this long? Like Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is only in the movie for 17 minutes. And
Hannibal Lecter, I think.
Hannibal Lecter, yeah.
I think he got an Oscar for the shortest amount of screen time in a movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just watched the Godfather trilogy, and Don Corleone is not in that movie near as much as I remembered in the first film, and he's not even in the other ones. So it's like, oh shit, he's only in a quarter of this film, and then he's in a coma for half of it. That's wild, but he's so memorable for just that small amount. Okay, this one, you guys already expressed some interest, I think. Megan 2.0.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good, but it looks entertaining.
It looks fun.
The trailer's out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a war bot now.
Oh no, they went the war application.
No. So yeah, what happened is
they turned her into a
they
don't. There's a different one.
What happened is the designs for Megan leaked before they were destroyed in the first movie, and so someone else built a robot with her specs that is now doing a bunch of terroristic shit.
Who looks like a real human.
They bring Megan back, and they put her in one of those little electronic dolls that just got discontinued to try and get advice until they realize that they have to build Megan a newer, taller body because the actress has grown. in order to stop the other, the evil Megan.
How is that not Terminator? They put her into
no, it very much.
Terminator
I
2,
thought you said no. Yeah.
No, it's very much. It's Terminator 2.
I don't
it's
even think
Alita
they're
Battle
even trying to
Angel,
hide
and
it. I think they're being pretty blatant about it. Like, yeah, we're just doing that.
God.
The bitch is back.
It'll make $1 billion.
It's just funny because the evil robot is just like an actual human. It doesn't have like a dumb doll face. It's a hot chick from Ahsoka, which I watched one episode of and went, "This is okay," and then I never followed up on.
How do you think this is gonna do? Because the first
it's gonna
movie,
make tons of money.
You think it's gonna do better?
If my trailer reaction numbers are any indication, considering how much better it's doing than all my other shit right now,
okay,
it's gonna do very well.
Do well. Maybe some people are gonna be like, "Why is this action and not horror?" And we might not get a Megan 3, or 3 might not be as hyped. But this one is pretty well hyped.
The majority of my comments are saying, "I can't believe they're going this route, but I'm so here for it."
Yeah,
like that's literally the majority of the comments.
And it's got a market for it. That whole dance sequence went viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to see it. They love it.
That's the counter I'm saying is the first movie had that viral moment with the dance on TikTok. This movie seems to be going the opposite direction of that with the whole war thing. I don't know if it's going to trend like the first did, but maybe they have something in the back pocket for that already.
The tone of the trailer does not indicate it's going to be. Oh, not at all. But the tone of the trailer doesn't indicate it's going to be serious war shit.
Yeah, it's just it looks like it's going to be an action movie, which horror seems to be more popular nowadays with the younger audience, especially. I'll be curious to see if the name alone is enough to drive people.
Yeah,
well, we'll find out. I'll give them props for making a completely different movie and not just doubling down on Evil Megan. All right, so these I think are 2026 movies now. We have Wicked for Good, which is the sequel to Wicked, obviously. Tony loved the first one. He's seen it several times.
No, I've never seen it. I will not see it.
No, that's coming this year also. That's 2025.
Oh, really? And I'm reading
because the last one came out last year, right? Because they're doing it 2 years in a row.
People keep asking me if I saw Wicked, and I keep saying like, no, I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. Why would I?
Cecil, this is why Cecil's here. November 21st, 2025. Yeah. They just, for some reason, because I love this article, they wedged the 2026 slate before they continued going on with movies coming out this year. I don't know why, but in the 2026 release, Super Mario Brothers sequel.
Oh, great. Cool.
Yeah.
First one was great.
First one. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Except for Chris Pratt as Mario, but other than that, it was
the spaghetti, what do you call it? Pasta face?
Pasta face. I'm very offended by it. Not Bruno Sammartino. Captain Lou Albano is the only good Mario actor. Not even the guy from the video games, because he's a fucking Frenchman. He's appropriating my culture, and I will not stand for it.
Minions 3. Tony goes there day one. I assume the boys are going to be in the theater for Minions 3.
Wait, there's already a Minions. You're telling me there's not a Minions 3 already?
No, there's
4
2.
Despicable Me's, and there's 2 Minions. Shrek 5.
Shrek 5 I'm all in for.
That teaser was awful.
They got to fix.
Why is everyone complaining about the design of Shrek?
I don't understand either.
Yeah, his nose is different, Rudy. His nose is different. It doesn't look like my Shrek.
The Toy Story characters don't look the same as they looked in the first movie either. Like, it's so fucking stupid.
I don't care about the design.
People just want to bitch about things.
I just thought the teaser was not funny. That was my problem with it.
They changed their daughter's eyes, you guys. What are we gonna do?
It's woke!
I screamed woke the entire time I watched that.
Whoa.
That's just my default thing. I'll just be like, woke, and they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I need to say that.
Just need to yell it out loud because I don't have the computer in front of me.
Whenever I see a woman in a thing, I just start screaming woke, and they're like, Tony,
yes.
what the hell's going on?
Black person, woke. Gotta be white. Gotta be
I go visit my mom, and I go, woke. She's like, what? I'm your mom. Like, woke.
Hollywood ruined this family.
Fine, not woke. DEI,
yes. Hollywood ruined this family by putting DEI folks in it. Okay, so I'm excited for Wicked too. I really like the first one. I was not expecting to enjoy it near as much as I did. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel. Hopefully they fix the lighting.
I heard it was like all desaturated and weird looking.
Yeah, there's like a modern trend, it seems like, to kind of uglify the movies by having this natural light, or it's like natural light. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, they have really harsh backlight in a lot of the scenes. And this was really egregious in, did you guys see Black Bag? Black Bag?
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was like the spy thriller with oh god, what's his name? Michael Fassbender.
Oh no, I
and
didn't see that.
it was good, but god, the lighting was bad. Just
Yeah.
really, really harsh lighting everywhere. All right, moving on. I think we're on fucking finally the last day of this. Maybe. Let's see.
Mhm.
No, we're not.
My
Let's go to.
God.
We got two more big studios. We have Amazon/MGM Studios. They own them now, or they have for a while, I guess. Okay, we have. Oh, what are these movies? Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling. And it's helmed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Those are the guys that did the Lego movie, right?
Yeah,
I've heard that's good. It's about a dude that is called into a meeting by like people in the government, and he's told that there's like a limited amount of time left for the Earth, and like they have one final plan to try and save it. Hence, Hail Mary. That's about what I know.
Give you an actual synopsis, but that was pretty good.
Sorry.
It feels like a film inspired by Interstellar, as Gosling plays a science teacher who is forced to go to space in order to try and save Earth. In another system, 12 light years away, he meets an alien named Rocky who is trying to figure out the same problem for his planet.
Oh, well, that's inconvenient.
Or convenient.
My planet's about to blow up. Can you help me? They're like, wouldn't you know it? Mine too. Isn't
Sorry,
that
bro.
crazy?
Got no time for it.
This is a wacky sitcom?
I don't know. It kind of sounds like it. Verity. What? Is that how you say that? Verity. Verity. This feature film is based on the popular Colleen Hoover book. We've all read.
yes.
We've all read.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well-versed.
I'm a
We all
Hoover
love-
head.
we
I
all
have a
love
Colleen
yeah.
Hoover book off camera here. I read it.
Show it.
Let me just set the book down that I was reading the entire time.
It's a first edition. If people see that I have it, they're gonna want it. I
Signed,
can't
of
show.
course. Okay, the film adaptation stars Anne Hathaway, Dakota Johnson. I'm in for Dakota. We all love her as Madam Web, and Josh Hartnett. Oh, Josh is in it. While the stars were not in attendance, of course they weren't. They did send a quick video to share their excitement. Okay, I don't have that. So the CinemaCon crowd was then treated to the first look at the teaser. All right. Well, we all love the book, so we're all excited for that.
Yeah,
I just looked up Colleen Hoover. Not for me, for you guys. I wanted to make sure you do her body of work. I, of course, am very familiar with it. But she wrote that
right.
It Ends With Us book, which got turned into a movie that's now full of legal problems between the actors and directors. So
I'm not familiar.
It's fun.
I haven't seen anything on that at all.
No, it has
It's
been
definitely not
dominating your
gone everywhere.
timeline.
Yeah.
Adam, it's time to become a Hoove head like me. Come on, buddy.
My friends from All
He
Apologies.
just had that in the chamber waiting.
I didn't know what was. By the way, I didn't know what was going on with that story. And my friends from All Apologies, they covered the whole Ryan Gosling, Blake Lively, and the director thing. And I walked out of that episode going, "I hate everyone involved with this, and they're all assholes." Like I couldn't side with anyone on either side.
The way they
all sound
friendly,
insufferable.
yeah, the way they talk to each other in a friendly way is so insufferable.
So annoying.
Oh, speaking of insufferable, we have a new Thomas Crown Affair coming out.
It's about
waiting.
time.
It's about
It's
time.
about time. They waited. It hasn't been since the 90s since we remade that movie. It's got to come back.
Pearson, what's her name? Both coming back?
No, this is it looks like we're going to do a race swap on this one. In a quick video message from Michael B. Jordan, we find out that he is across the pond in London filming the Thomas Crown Affair. There you go. No Pierce Brosnan this time, guys.
Nope. It's another remake. We're getting a third Thomas Crown Affair.
Yeah.
Maybe
we can't get enough.
When was the last
affair.
one? The 90s? I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that is they did a roast of Dennis Leary because he's in that remake. And these two comedians were just making fun of all his movies. And when they got to Thomas Crown Affair, they're like, watch original. And then they moved on to the next movie. They're just shitting on his entire film catalog.
Nice. We have, I'm going to skip around on some of these. Don't look very interesting. Well, Chris Pratt's got a new crime thriller called Mercy.
Ooh.
In the film, we find a society that has developed a judicial system that is powered by AI. Don't we currently live in that? The program takes place of a judge, jury, and executioner. Pratt plays a detective who is the one that happened to design the system, of course. But when his wife is murdered, wait, this sounds like the plot of a Minority Report.
It sounded a little Minority Report, just AI instead of psychics.
Yeah, but when his wife is murdered, he is connected to the machine that warns him that he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence or be executed. This is Minority Report.
Yeah.
The AI is played by Rebecca Ferguson. Oh, well, now I'm in. If she's doing
I don't know if I can take Chris Pratt seriously as a detective.
He was a detective in Parks and Rec. Remember? He was Agent... what was his character? I can't remember. I love Parks and Rec, but Andy Boyer played it.
They should call this... but spelled Minority Report. They should do that.
Oh yeah,
like that movie that came out last year, Afraid. If AI, remember they put AI like colored it. Did you guys see Afraid about the AI?
That was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible.
I watched that on a plane and I went, this is the first movie I watched on a plane in years, and I totally regret this. I should have watched something else. That movie was abysmal.
Yeah, that was Blumhouse. That really did feel like
it was really created. If Megan was a house. Like literally, it was like, what if Megan was a house? It's like, oh, it'd be bad.
Sorry, I got to put the readers back on.
Side note, on.
No, I like doing the shtick. Side note, there was a. Do you guys remember the super lame movie? This is kind of reminding me of that one too, with Hugh Jackman, and I think it was also Rebecca Ferguson. It might have been an HBO Max like day one release because it came out during COVID, but he had to like lay in some weird water shit, and then he could kind of go through the timeline and figure out clues as to how she died.
Wasn't that The Fountain?
No, that was way earlier.
That's what I was thinking.
This is during COVID, so this
is Reminiscence.
Reminiscence, yeah, that movie sucked. Anyway, it kind of reminded me of that too.
I never saw it.
Oh well, clearly you're missing out.
Yeah, you're right.
Clearly, yeah.
I lost my Okay, here it is. I don't care about this or this. Oh, Crime 101. Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry, directed by Bart Layden. I don't know who Bart is. They said that in this film we find 4 very different complicated people on a collision course. Layden says that he was looking to capture LA in a way that we haven't seen in theaters. With a thought-provoking thriller that is visually striking with puzzles that will keep you guessing until the end. Mark Ruffalo and Barry Keoghan are also in this. Barry Keoghan's, I guess, in every movie now. That's what we're doing. Okay.
I just looked up the director, and I don't recognize anything he's ever done. Like, even as a producer and stuff, I've never heard of any of these. So, sure.
I did not know that this was happening.
Did Rudy die?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Rudolph? Rudy?
Rudy?
The host didn't even notice he lost one of his guests.
Rudy?
I'm so busy looking at all this different stuff. I just got so many things happening. I'm reading a book. I'm looking at...
You're reading the Colleen Hoover book.
Yeah,
that's...
Come on, dude. Hoof heads, you know.
Oh, he said in the chat, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I guess we just leave whenever we want, Rudy.
Yeah. You have to get a hall pass next time.
Yeah, these guys have been here a while. They know they don't get to leave until they get permission.
I shit myself already.
Okay. Adam, I will never leave. I'm in.
He dismissed himself. That's the best part. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't know about this. You guys might know this. Masters of the Universe. Please tell me this is a He-Man thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. There's already been set pictures. They're doing what the movie did. They're bringing him to the real world again.
You mean with okay? I thought you were going to say the animated show that everybody loved by Kevin Smith.
There's a picture of him wearing the pink outfit in like the real world, and he's being arrested and shit. It looks so stupid.
Oh damn!
I'm not a big He-Man fan.
Yeah, why would they bring him to the real world when we haven't even established his world yet in a movie?
They did that in the 80s, and also Sonic did it, and Sonic did well. So
gotta go fast. Oh, Rudy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I had to go take a piss.
Oh well, no. As I was telling the audience, we don't just leave. There's a whole permission structure. You
need to get a hall pass. You didn't ask for a hall pass.
My bad. Okay, next time, noted. All right.
We prefer empty chairs in this group here.
Cecil already shit himself, as he eloquently stated, so that he wouldn't have to leave and disrupt
I
the
am
chat.
squishing in it right now.
I just attach a catheter down here. I'll be fine.
What we should have done is, you remember in The Office, somewhere in season 2, when Pam has to go check on her car that has problems, and she comes back and everybody's just sitting in silence because they waited the entire time for her to return. We should have done that.
That would have been cool.
Good. We can continue now. Thank you, Rudy.
My apologies.
Someone just made a good reminded that Jared Leto is going to be Skeletor. Do you think he'll have him tattooed up?
Oh God.
I hope so.
Skeletor with like problem or whatever, like fucking across his forehead. Like,
honestly, you know what? Frank Langella's still alive, and he played Skeletor in the last movie, and it ends with the post-credit sequence saying, "I'll be back." He should have just came back.
We should bring him back. Yeah.
Yeah. 40 years later, Frank Langella's like, "I'm back to play Skeletor, and I'm elderly now."
God, that'd be funny though if Jared Leto had like the gold chains and like the teeth bling. He's like,
Skeletor.
I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad, He-Man.
Master of the universe. This I'm not so excited about this now that you guys said it's gonna be back in the real world.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about He-Man. I like the 80s movie to make fun of it, but I don't care.
Dude,
I like this guy. Bubba got a Jack Skellington tat on his face. That's good. That's good. Okay, The Accountant 2. I've never seen The Accountant. So
It was okay.
It was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it once and never thought about it again. So.
Same. But like every time I think about it, I'm like, that movie was all right. Not enough to rewatch, but it was
That's
all
kind of how I felt
right.
about every Ben Affleck movie, like The Town and stuff. It's like, you know what? That movie was all right.
It was great. Yeah.
I never
same
saw
thing
Gone
with,
Girl.
Yeah, I don't like Gone Girl though.
What was the
Argo was great.
Argo? Yeah, that's
Argo
another
was
one that I
great.
was like, that was really good. Don't need to
Argo,
watch
fuck
it a second
yourself.
time.
And then the big announcement, scan it. We got a new James Bond because Amazon owns James Bond's ass now.
Yep.
But we don't know who's gonna be.
Oh, I took my glasses off prematurely. What do we have here? Amazon MGM executives spoke briefly about the new director of the franchise under Amy Pascal and David Heyman, saying, "We are committed to honoring the legacy, blah, blah, blah." At the end of the presentation, there was a sizzle reel concluded with a shot of a top secret James Bond script and the iconic shot down the barrel that morphed into the MGM logo.
Sure, let's do a new James Bond. I was really let down by the Daniel Craig stuff. Like that first movie was so good.
Yeah, I love Casino Royale.
Skyfall was great too.
I didn't like Skyfall. Like,
Really?
I'm in
No,
minority.
I didn't either.
It seemed embarrassed to be a James Bond movie, and it was like the 40th or 50th anniversary of the character.
Yeah, and what was the villain? They did this bullshit before it came out. They're like, this villain rivals Heath Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight. And he's like barely
in The Dark Knight.
That was all over the trailers and early reviews that were full of shit.
Was that the one with Javier Bardem as the bad guy?
Yeah.
And then I was in the minority again because I actually like Spectre because it started to feel like a James. It was too long, but it started to feel like an actual James Bond movie. And then No Time to Die was abysmal. I'm like, why did they even make this? This is a piece of shit. They should have just never made this movie. So yeah, fuck it. Start over again like they used to do. Don't do an origin or anything. Let's just like, I'm James Bond. I'm on another adventure. I never age. Who cares?
I'm James Bond, bitch.
I'm James Bond, bitch. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm Bond. Yeah. Because the James Bond movies usually mimic whatever's popular at the time. So the new one's definitely going to have a John Wick feel. If the other ones were trying to be Nolan, this one's definitely going to feel like John Wick.
His little Walter PT whatever K gun is not going to have that many bullets for the fucking action sequences. You're like, psh, psh, I'm out.
James Bond uses other guns. He's not that's like his main one, but he uses other guns.
All right, we've talked. We had like 4 origins or original movies in a row besides James Bond, so we have to get to remakes and sequels again.
Oh no, okay.
Paramount is here to save us with The Naked Gun.
Actually looks really funny to me.
Yeah, that trailer was great.
that trailer was perfect. I'm like, yeah, I'm
hilarious.
in. This is what I want from this series.
Yep.
Naked Gun, one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah.
I was very scared when they announced this, but then when they said it was going to be Liam Neeson, I was like, he kind of sounds like Liam. Wait,
Leslie Nielsen.
It sounds like Leslie Nielsen to the point where I'm screwing up their names. But also Liam Neeson has really good deadpan delivery. He just doesn't get a lot of opportunities to do it. So yeah, the trailer I thought was pretty damn funny, and that OJ joke absolutely killed it. So
I don't know. I didn't really get the OJ joke. Like, I know he stole his own memorabilia, but like that wasn't like, I know he went to jail for it. He did his time.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big deal? Like,
that's the whole joke, Tony. That's the whole joke, is he was a criminal, and we should.
Yeah,
we should
that's the only thing he was ever guilty of.
I'm pretty sure he was like speeding on the freeway or something. That might have been it.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
well, they wrote him a ticket. I just didn't get that joke, but everything else in the trailer was
wrote him
perfect.
a ticket.
Yeah, everything else was perfect. I'm like, this is amazing. And people forget, like, Leslie Nielsen was a serious dramatic actor. That's why his deadpan stuff was so funny. And
I think his first role was in Airplane. In that comedic role, so he was great there.
Yeah. He did the thing a lot of those kind of serious performers did in their later years, like Walter Matthau, for instance, going into the Grumpy Old Men and all that. People don't remember he had a huge career before that movie. It's just
I love that one of the Naked Guns, he's having a dream about having a family, and his little kid looks like an old guy with white hair. And it's so funny that I'm like, oh yeah, Liam Neeson isn't that much like younger than Leslie Nielsen. That's really good.
I just love that the trailer is clearly in on all of the jokes with the reboots and everything, and they embrace it, and it's not an actual reboot, but a continuation in a way. So
they're all praying to their late fathers.
Yes. So good. So good. All right. This is a remake. I guess it's a reboot. Sorry, not a remake. And I am excited for this. Edgar Wright's The Running Man.
Yeah. Oh,
with my brother, Glenn Powell.
With your boy, Glenn Powell.
Brother, Glenn
Josh
Powell.
Brolin's going to be in there.
Identical twin brother.
Yep. I love Edgar Wright movies, so I'm...
Never mind.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright, who did Scott Pilgrim versus the World, one of my favorites. He did, what's the Baby Driver?
Yeah.
Which is...
Hot Fuzz is my favorite.
Fantastic. Hot Fuzz.
Shaun of the Dead, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still haven't seen Last Night in Soho, but I hear good things.
That was great. I liked it.
I thought it was great for 2/3, and then the third act felt like they either rushed the ending or changed it somewhere along the lines. It felt weird.
Normally, this is something that would really piss me off because Running Man is probably like my third favorite Arnold movie after Conan and Predator. But
before Terminator?
Yeah, Terminator's after these three.
Wow,
I love Terminator,
okay.
but I just like these three more. But no, like everyone who has actually read the Stephen King, I know you used an alias, the Stephen King book, they're all like, that movie had very little to do with the book. So if they're trying to be a more faithful adaptation of the source material, I'm usually more lenient to reboots. But if they are just remaking the movie, then it's going to be like, what was the fucking point? The movie already exists.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for it. I like the cast again. Glenn Powell, have to support him because we're the same person. And I like Edgar Wright, so we'll see what happens.
All right. We got animation shit. We don't have to go through a lot of this, but I did really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. That was a really fun, awesome style to it. They got a sequel coming out, which I'm very happy about because I don't think that movie did like huge numbers. It must have eked out just enough to justify a sequel, which is great.
I justified an entire series of 11 episodes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really? There's a series off of that animation style?
Oh,
well,
it's not that animation style. It's traditional animation, but it's all the same characters and same world.
I didn't know they.
The movie.
Same voice actors too?
Yeah, same kids.
Oh shit!
I had no idea that existed.
No Jackie Chan for Splinter, but otherwise, it's all the same kids. Yeah.
Is it
Did
good?
they waste Shredder in there? Or
I tried to watch the first episode, and it was like, I'm a big Turtles fan, but I've been wanting to watch Rise and this, but they're both like, when I sit down and watch them, I'm like, I feel very 44 right now. Like, it is not for me. Like, I watch a lot of animated shit. Again, before I go to bed every night, I'm watching something animated. But that one, there's some that are just like, I'm too far past it now. I just can't. It's too kiddie for me.
I get it. I'm excited for this one. The announcement, what we have, The Last Airbender will be called The Legend of Aang, The Last
Mhm.
Airbender. So we got a new Airbender series, and I think this is the movie. This is again.
No, it's a sequel
terribly
show. It's coming back. It's the new one after Korra.
terribly written here. That's all it says. The announcements included the official title reveal for the studio's upcoming animated Avatar: The Last Airbender feature. I thought there was going to be an Avatar TV series that focused on twins, and one of them was an Avatar. Am I losing my mind? Is that not a thing?
That might have been planned at some point. I don't know.
Okay. Twin avatars would have been awesome. That would have been a great idea, but whatever. There's also Search for SquarePants, another SpongeBob movie.
They make a bunch of those now, don't
Yeah,
they?
they
There's like a
do.
new one every other year.
They do. Let's get past this shit. I don't care. All right, the final reckoning, you could say, is Mission Impossible. The final reckoning.
Oh,
We got another one.
yeah.
The final chapter that might not be the final chapter is here.
Yeah.
Final chapter till this
It
one makes
should
another
be.
billion
It
dollars.
should be the last Tom Cruise one,
Yeah.
and then
It
just
ought
do
to
it.
be. Yeah.
Just do what Tom Cruise did. He's not the original Mission Impossible. He was just the new team. Just have a new team afterwards. But
I thought they tried to do that like 5 movies ago where Jeremy Renner was in it. and
yeah,
there
but then
was
Tom Cruise never left. He classic boomer just wouldn't retire. But now he's getting too old. He finally got too old for these movies.
Jeremy Renner keeps taking over franchise, and they kick his ass out right away. He did Mission
Like
Impossible. He
The
did
Bourne.
Bourne. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bourne one. He's like, come on, can I have
Oh, then they
one?"
gave him his own Hawkeye show, and it ends with him going, "Hey, lady, you're now Hawkeye."
Yeah, the girl took over. It was great.
Jeremy Renner should just make a movie called The Snowplow. Everyone would go see it.
Oh,
God.
it's too soon. It's too soon.
I don't watch that show.
I just got it.
That was a
I don't
creeper.
watch that.
That's so
Yeah.
wrong.
I didn't watch his show, Mayor of Kingstown, but I assume season 2 he gets replaced as the mayor and then leaves the show.
I would imagine. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't follow anything.
I'm all in on Final Reckoning.
Mhm.
I'm all
I
in.
am too. I
Yeah.
thought the last one was on the weaker side of the Mission Impossible franchise, but
That-
even a weak one is still a good one.
That's another, I think COVID threw a monkey wrench in that too.
Yeah.
It fucked
Yeah.
up the production. So that's why it lost money. People are like, oh, that one didn't do as well. It's like, well, yeah, the budget got inflated because they had
Yeah.
to stop for like a year. Yeah. So
Yeah.
And if
Although
my
I don't-
Ferguson, if my Rebecca Ferguson is actually dead, I'm gonna throw something.
I
at
think
the
she
screen.
is. I think she just
Oh,
said
no.
she likes doing the movie. She just hates how long they take to make. But
That was such
Yeah.
a kind of like anticlimactic death
Yeah.
for such
Yeah.
a big character, but all right.
And those films keep getting, in my opinion, they keep getting better. And the stunt work, I think my favorite stunt is the one in Ghost Protocol when he does a Halo jump.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the best.
I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing that this month. We're going through all the sequels leading up to it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this last one, the trailers, is the first time I've actually thought, wow, Tom Cruise is starting to show his
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Something about the face is kind of like bloating up a little, or I don't know what's going on, but he looks a little older.
He's already late 60s, right?
yeah, he's
Oh, he is now older than John Voight was in the first Mission Impossible
That's
movie.
crazy.
And he was supposed to be
Wow.
the elderly. And I felt the same way about Michael Keaton in The Flash. He was the same age Alfred was in the first Batman movie. And I'm like, oh,
That's
you're
insane.
too old. You're too old
Insane.
for this shit. I don't like that they chickened out and retitled it because now it's stupid that it's Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Final
Yeah.
Reckoning.
Yeah, Hollywood naming is just some of the best stuff out there. It's just
Yeah.
hilariously. The best naming is by far Fast 10 Part 2.
Yeah. And 2. One thing I noticed in like the very first teaser, they show a shot of him grabbing the rabbit's foot from part 3, but I
Yeah.
just watched part 3. That shot is not in that movie. So either it's a flashback or a deleted scene, or they're gonna bring back the rabbit's foot and say, fuck you, JJ Abrams. We're finally explaining what this stupid thing is.
The
hate
mystery
you."
box. I love the
I'm
mystery
kidding. They're not
box.
going to do that because he still produces the
Yeah.
movies. But
Yeah.
still, it'd be nice if they were like, oh, and by the way, the rabbit's foot was this. Sorry it took so long for us to tell you.
We got to get back to the island. Turns into Lost somehow.
One of the best villains is Philip Seymour Hoffman, in my
Yes,
opinion.
he's
I didn't
the
expect him to be
best
that
one.
menacing.
By
That's,
far.
That's
What
the
a make you
last one we just
watch.
did. But I was in Rochester this summer because he's from Rochester, and they have a big statue of him outside the Kodak Museum, and I got like a picture with him.
Was from Rochester.
was from Ryan. Yes.
I love
I like
how
these guys. They're awesome.
I love how ridiculously like low key he is in that movie with his acting. He's like,
Yeah.
Where's
What's
the rabbit's foot?
Where's the rabbit's foot?
Where's the rabbit's
Where's
foot?
the rabbit's foot?
I'm gonna
You don't
further-
think I'll do it?
I'm gonna make
Just
you
over
walk.
the top. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about let's roll out the red carpet. We are finally on the big event, the last company, the last studio to talk about. Walt Disney
Angel Studio. Oh, Walt
Oh,
Disney.
God.
I thought we were doing Angel Studio. Oh, Walt Disney. Okay, yeah, Walt Disney.
Walt Disney Studios. The magic never ends.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil has proclaimed that he loves the remakes more than anything else
Oh,
on the earth.
that
He's
is
happy
absolutely what I
He's
said.
happy
word
that
for
they
word.
keep doing them and not making original content. So
Mhm.
he gets Lilo and Stitch. We're all
Mhm.
excited for it.
It
Lilo and
actually
Stitch.
is the first one that has a chance to not be hated on by everyone based on the reaction to the trailer. Like people seem to really appreciate the way the trailer plays out. I've seen people like, oh, look, even the ice cream guy's in it, and oh, we saw that other alien in the portal at the end. Like, I was never a big Lilo and Stitch guy, but people seem to be really fucking excited about this one. So.
To this day, I honestly don't know if I've ever actually sat and watched that movie all the way through.
It's very good. It's very good.
But again,
and also, you know what, Cecil? I was pissed off at that trailer because the ice cream guy was not holding ice cream. It was
the snow
something
cone.
else. I was furious. That's not what I remember from my nostalgia. This isn't my Lilo and Stitch.
Fucking woke ass snow cones.
Oh, and of course it's rainbow colored. Of course. LGBTQ plus fucking snow cone.
I will say my nieces love Stitch, and a trailer for this played before a YouTube video, and they were like, "Ooh!" So this movie's gonna make all the money in the world.
Oh, it'll make a ton of money for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I like the original too much. I'll go to it, and hopefully they can make an okay movie. That's where I'm at. Freakier Friday. The world has been screaming. Why do we not have a sequel to Freaky Friday?
It's
here.
a menage a trois, though. Apparently, there's 3 body swaps in it. It's
Hell yeah, there is.
2.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it's I think it's Lindsay, Jamie Lee Curtis, and then Lindsay's daughter, I believe.
Yeah,
So
of course.
3 generations.
It's a requel. You gotta do it.
Gotta up that ante, baby.
It's it's one of those times where they do a requel after a remake. They remade this in 2018. I think it was direct to TV.
Oh,
and
wow.
no one liked that, so they said, "Fuck it, bring back the other continuity."
You're like, that
That's right.
never happened.
Dude, they've remade it so many times.
Yeah.
The
well,
best one was the dude one. What was it called? Oh fuck, the one with the guy from Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh,
Judge
vice
Reinhold?
versa.
Vice Versa. I loved Vice Versa.
And then they
growing up.
did it again. They called it 17 again with
that's
Chandler
right.
from
That's
Friends.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine you guys are pumped for this. This has got to be a Disney Plus movie, right? They're not going to put this in theaters.
It's Disney Plus exclusive feature. Oh wait, it said it was going to do that. It might be going to theaters though.
Is it really gross?
Yeah.
Are we still talking about Freakier Friday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Or
thought
Lilo and
that
Stitch. Okay. Sorry.
Freakier
Yeah, I was like-
Friday. Freakier
It'll
Friday.
definitely go to the theaters. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but definitely. Remember the last couple movies that went straight to Disney Plus? We had Disenchanted, which was that stupid Enchanted sequel, and it's so sad that I know these pieces of trivia. And God, what was that other one that was? Oh, Home Sweet Home Alone, which was Home Alone like 5 or whatever, just god awful
6.
bad.
It was Home Alone 6. It was
Those already
terrible.
had a tradition of straight to video.
Well, not
Yeah.
Disenchanted.
After 3,
yeah,
I
the
think.
Home Alone, but not Disenchanted. And Hocus Pocus 2 went straight
Ugh.
to Disney Plus. And so I was
But that
thinking,
was a COVID
No.
thing, though, right? Wasn't it still?
I really don't know, but you're probably right. I'm sure Disney's gonna bring it to theaters. I just didn't know Freaky Friday felt like the type of movie, kind of like Hocus Pocus and Enchanted, where it wasn't like hugely popular. I mean, I know it has an audience, but
Dude, cult wise, they're both huge. And Hocus Pocus, I guarantee Hocus Pocus 3 will go into theaters. And they just didn't do it because it was still in that time where they're trying to figure out, should we put it here? Should we put it there?
are they doing a Hocus Pocus 3?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
The second one was atrocious.
Yeah,
That
but
was
everyone
not good.
watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone watched it.
Yeah.
And the younger generation loved it, quite frankly. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not my time anymore. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of movies are going to do really well because it's time for a new generation to tell the world what they want to watch, i.e. Minecraft.
Well, it maybe never was my time because those Fast and the Furious movies always did really well, and I never understood it. And I was
Same
pretty
here.
young
I
when the
never
first
got
one
it.
came out.
Yeah.
I can't believe a ripoff of Point Break ended up being such a big
Yeah.
thing.
Right?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
is so. It is just
The first
Point
one.
Break.
Yeah.
It is literally
total
just
ripoff.
Point Break.
Yeah.
And then the Point Break remake couldn't
Was-
even be that popular.
No.
All right, this one really boggles my mind. Tron Ares. So this is the third Tron movie.
Looks really cool. I watched the trailer today as part of the reaction roundup. Have you watched the trailer yet?
No,
I did.
I don't care about Tron at all. What boggles my mind is I don't even think it's a successful franchise for Disney, is it? And they seem to be all in on Tron lately with the Tron
No,
ride
they always
and this new
become
film.
they always become cult films, but they're
Mhm.
never like big from the get go.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is
And they're not even bringing back that guy who was the main character in the last.
No,
one. I hate it.
his voice is in it. You hear
Oh,
Jeff
he is?
Bridges. Yeah. You
Okay.
hear Jeff Bridges. So
Oh, no, not Jeff Bridges. I mean, like the younger guy from the last one who you think was going to be
Oh.
the lead. It's like now he's gone.
Oh yeah.
no,
I hate Tron Legacy. I don't like that movie.
This
don't
one
know
looks
if I've
cool though
seen
because
it.
the
It
stuff
looks
is coming
okay.
out. Like it's really neat to see because you see the light cycles on like a normal freeway,
Yeah.
and it's being pursued by another car, and it just turns on its fucking trail wall, and it just slices the car behind right in
How does
half.
that shit work in
I
the
was
real
like,
world?
that's fucking cool. So like,
Wall.
all like the light cycles, they have the wall behind them.
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
playing. That's what it just starts it, and it just cuts the car following them right in half. So
I want to know.
putting those vehicles into the real world is really, really cool.
I want to know how they get in the real. Because my
That's
problem
what,
with Tron
that
Legacy.
makes sense now that he says that Tron Ares
Hey,
aka
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem with Tron Legacy is like we're gonna take all our big spaceships and go into the real world. I'm like, does any of this shit work in the real world? I'm like, that computer is in a basement, so as soon as you leave the computer, you're gonna destroy that whole building. Your plan is destined to fail. And also Tron wasn't in the last one. He's like a bad guy, and he never becomes Tron. It was really fucking stupid. Is Tron
Dude,
at the
people would
very
just
end? You're like,
call-
oh, you're like, that bad guy's been Tron the whole time. And like, cool, is he gonna help out and save the day? Nah, he left the movie.
They can't
Like-
do Tron nowadays. Remember how Rainbow Tron was in the video game? It was just a bunch of colors in a giant like
Yeah,
upside
you
down
can't-
canvas.
No, that's not Tron, you idiot. That's
No?
Master Control Program.
my God,
that was the
Phil.
bad guy. Tron
Woo!
was the hero of
I
the
am an
first
idiot.
film that helped Jeff Bridges.
I'm
In the
so
second
sorry.
one, you find out he was secretly an evil henchman who got corrupted, and then he becomes good at the very end when he's like dying. And it's just like, but the fucking movie's called Tron. Why isn't Tron in it?
I stand corrected and embarrassed.
I thought Jeff Bridges was Tron.
No, he made.
I saw it as a kid. I don't remember.
I am Tron.
Rudy, Bruce Boxleitner played Tron. He has a cameo in the beginning of Tron Legacy. I thought they were
Okay.
going to de-age him as well. Instead, he's not in it. I'm like, why was it called Tron?
It turns out Tron were the friends you made along the way. You know, I missed one earlier and I feel really bad about it because I know you guys are absolutely jacked for an American Psycho remake.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cecil's
There was
in
there was
because
I don't know
comic
anything
it's a
about that.
remake.
No, there was a comic sequel that came out actually last year that was really cool. So if
Okay.
they do something along those lines, I could see how it could be good. But if they're just straight redoing it with the same guy and trying to determine, is it all in his head or did he actually do this shit? Like it
Yeah.
just feels like it'd be too much the same.
Yeah.
I just found out American Psycho 2 starring Mila Kunis was
Mhm.
not even supposed to be. They slapped the name American Psycho in it. Like it had
God.
people are like, why'd they do a sequel? And I'm just learning. I'm like, it was not supposed to be a sequel. It was its own thing. And they were like, fuck it. Call it American Psycho 2.
So we own the rights for like 3 more days. American Psycho 2. I remember that. She's got the knife on the cover. She looks like
It's a
she's
sickle.
Like 12.
It's a
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mhm.
Guys, sorry, not to go back, but Adam, you should be sitting down. Bruce Boxleitner is not in the credits for Tron Ares, so I don't think Tron is going to be in the Tron movie.
Maybe not the
Yeah.
Tron, you know.
They had one job. Tron is female. We already know
No!
Tron's female. You know what's happening.
Wait, it's Tran now?
It's true. You boys look like you want to race. Oh wait, she doesn't have long hair. She'd have like the shaved head on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Back to Disney. Back to the magic.
Mhm.
We have Predator Badlands, starring Elle Fanning. I'm in. It's
Elle
I
Fanning.
believe the same team that did Prey, which I really enjoyed.
Yep.
I didn't see any. There's nothing really noted here, but I'm pretty sure I read something recently that said this was going to be a good Predator.
Well, the Predator's the main character.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Oh, this.
But
okay.
he's like a teenage angsty predator that doesn't want to. That he like
He's
wants
rebelling
to go
against
his
the
own
parents.
path.
Okay.
I think
his dreads cover one of his eyes.
Yeah. So I
He's
think
listening to Paramore.
I think they said it's like in the
Paramore.
future and he's being hunted. Here's the thing. The Predator movies always like mimic whatever the hero in modern movies are. So lately it has been tiny women as the star of
Yeah.
action films. So
Mhm.
Prey made sense. But now we're in this period where bad guys are the star of their own things like Penguin, Joker, Suicide
Maleficent.
Squad. Like, so it
Mhm.
kind of makes sense that they're now being like, oh, fuck it. The Predator is now the action hero of this series.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
I mean, he was already kind of good. Not necessarily good, but he was always kind of. He'd help out once in a while. And
in the
Alien versus
AVP
Predator, he
movies,
helped.
that's it,
and-
really.
well, Predator 2. At the end, they're all like, "See ya, bye." They don't actually kill.
Well,
the
they were like,
people.
we weren't hunting you. He was hunting you,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you beat
yeah.
him.
Well,
All right,
Well,
have
no, it's
fun.
because it makes sense. It's because they're
Yeah.
like, okay, you won the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a trophy.
Yeah,
We're gone. Yeah.
we'll
I know.
We'll see you in a few years.
Alien versus Predator.
Bye.
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator 2 is about a predator trying to stop all the aliens. You might have forgot that
Yeah.
because you can't see anything.
I couldn't
that's
see the
happening on
movie.
it.
Yeah. I couldn't see it. Couldn't hear it over the explosion.
Dude, the craziest thing is if you look up a trailer of that movie, there is a color corrected version where you can see stuff, and they just went,
Oh, wow.
nah. It's like, why would you do this?
That movie was
Yeah.
so dark. It's hilarious.
It was directed by visual effects guys who own their own company. I'm like, why would you? This should be a demo reel for your company. Why did you make everything so dark?
Because
it's
they quit.
it's
They
I was-
quit their regular jobs because they're like, I'm telling you, this movie needs to be 50% darker. Fine,
I
we'll make
think-
our own movie.
They just output the render on a computer. The monitor was set too bright, and so when they shipped it off, it was just all fucked up.
Yes.
The best
Um,
sequel, in my opinion, is Predators with Robert Rodriguez. That's
That was
the,
good. Now, Predator
That was
2
fun.
was
That
the
was
best
decent.
sequel, but Predators was good also.
I
Here's the thing,
enjoyed The Predator. I had fun with that one.
Is
the
that the
first,
one with the
like,
Iron
40
Man suit at the end?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no.
That was good for like the first 40 minutes until all the rewrites and reshoots. Fuck
The
it up.
Predator dogs came out and were like, no.
Here's
I'm
the
done.
thing,
Like
like,
Predator dogs in in Predators.
oh, dude,
Yeah, they look so stupid.
the
though, in
original
new one.
ending was going to be the big Predator releasing other hybrid Predator animal things, and then they changed the ending.
It
here's the
turns
thing,
out there's another Predator planet where the really evil, strong predators are
Yeah.
at. Yeah.
So,
InGen runs it.
On Site C. There you go.
the good thing about Predator is none of the movies are super interconnected. So if there's a bad
Yeah.
one, you can just ignore it. It's not
Yeah.
like Alien where it's like, all right, well, these are all kind of like really connected and leading into each other.
Yeah.
Predator, they're like, oh, you fucked around in Los Angeles one summer. Okay, next movie. He's in the Wild West. Who cares?
Dear Diary, I fucked around in Los Angeles one summer. It was
Predator
a
and
wild time.
Predator and
Nice.
Alien are both under Marvel right now, and so
Yeah.
they've had a number of limited series in the comic, in comic form. And the Predator story is actually, the first three were pretty cool because it was about a woman named Theta whose entire family was killed by a predator. And then her whole life's mission is to hunt down predators. And so she's on a spaceship just hunting predator after predator, and she learns their routes across space. And eventually they have to change the routes just because she's killed so many of them and stuff. It's really interesting.
There's a I know the new video game tried to make a lady predator look sexy, but apparently there's like predator books that mention that the female predators are like giant and the men are scared of them. And the reason they're hunting is to like win over their approval because they're just so terrifying.
They want
And
more
that's what-
snoo, death by snoo snoo.
Death by
Yeah, I really want that. Like they stay on the planet and they're just intimidating. The men are like, I have to prove my worth by killing the strongest warriors. Please,
Awesome.
lady, like me. That's what I want to see in a movie.
Look, tale as old as time.
Can we talk talk about the boss for a second? And by the boss, I mean Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
He's got a biopic coming out called "Deliver Me from Nowhere."
Wait, what? It's not called Glory Days? How do you fuck that up?
Wow.
Nice. Good point.
It's a biographical musical drama about the life of Bruce Springsteen. Jeremy Allen White, who plays Springsteen in the film. Oh, that's an interesting pick. That's the bear guy,
He's
right?
the bear, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
guess
a good pick.
yeah. I mean, I like him as an actor. He's really good. He was great in the Iron Claw as well.
It feels like that movie
Yeah,
would.
that's right. Carrie Von Erich,
That
yeah.
movie should happen. It feels like.
Yeah. Jeremy Strong was also on stage, so I imagine he was in it, and he didn't just wander out there to talk about a random film. Okay, they don't say who he is or who he's playing, so fuck me again, I guess. The story will culminate with the release of the album Nebraska. That's a new album, I guess he's coming out with. Okay,
I guess the boss has got a new album
It's
coming
a
out.
hell of a way to market a new album. Here's a whole
Hell
fucking
yeah.
movie.
That'd be great if there's like an ad in the movie for his album Nebraska. We need to go back to Nebraska, boss. That sounds like a great idea for an upcoming album.
Lower third has like a QR code.
He's doing the arms crossed, pointing to it. He's got the guitar. Ella McKay. The fuck is this? Another 20th Century Studio drama. Ella McKay. We have. Okay, it's got Jamie Lee Curtis. She must be the new Disney princess coming on. She's got Freaky Fridays. She's got Ella McKay, and co-star. Who else? Emma McKay. Oh, Emma McKay is the title character, and then there's Curtis. Okay, I don't know what this is. The film follows an idealistic young politician who juggles familial issues and a challenging work life while preparing to take over the job of her mentor.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll skip that.
Boring. Unless it's like Devil Wears Prada, I'm out. We have The Roses. Look at these new movies coming out. Searchlight Pictures, which used to be owned by Fox, like everything. The Roses. In the film, a tinderbox of competition and resentment underneath a facade of picture-perfect... Oh, this is too many words and boring sounding. I'm over it.
TLDR.
All right, let's get to cool shit. Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Marvel's Thunderbolts, an unconventional team of anti-heroes. You have Bucky Barnes, you got Yelena, you got Red Guardian, everybody's favorite Taskmaster, and Ghost from Ant-Man 2. Weird. Okay. What do you guys think of this? Think it's going to be The Suicide Squad James Gunn, or do you think it's going to be Suicide Squad David Ayer?
I hear it's actually pretty good. It
looks fun.
The buzz,
Yeah.
I think the popcorn bucket's stupid, but it's literally just the asterisks that they turned into a cylinder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It looks fine. Not since like Guardians 3 and even the movies before that. This one actually looks like a movie. Like it doesn't look horribly digital, not super green screen. I mean, I'm sure it will be when you actually sit and watch the movie, but like
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it might be solid. Maybe this is made a little bit not too long ago where they realized, hey, we've been like fucking up like a lot. So obviously we're gonna kill Taskmaster because that was stupid. But yeah, so hopefully this is part of their course correcting. Unlike Captain America 4, which was clearly them being like, oh no, we gotta fix this, we gotta fix that, we gotta ruin that. I don't know. I'll see it. Again, I don't really make Marvel movies too much of a priority these days, but this is one that I see the trailer and I don't automatically roll my eyes. So
same thing. I'll check it out maybe, but I'm not really looking forward to it. Like with the Marvel movies, you kind of know what to expect. After Endgame, that's when I kind of checked out, but there hasn't really been a really good movie that's stood out outside of Guardians 3. That was probably the best MCU movie since Endgame.
I thought both Spider-Mans are good, Far From Home and
those were okay.
No Way Home is a bit of a mess story-wise, but Far From Home I thought was fine. So
I didn't care for Far From Home very much. That was the weakest of the three.
Well, you're a big fan of the Marvels. You think it's better than Godzilla -1, but let's just keep going.
Yeah. The Marvels is a cinematic treasure.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four and Avengers Doomsday. These are a couple more movies. Fantastic Four, and then you have which is titled First Steps, which is such a stupid title. And then you have the Avengers. I guess just they're saying Doomsday, but it's a two-parter, correct?
Yeah.
I don't really care about any of these, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four person, and they've already tried these movies 3 different times.
Yeah.
And this will be the 4th iteration of the Fantastic Four.
I love the Fantastic Four, and most of this movie looks good, except for Pedro Pascal. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, that was a miscasting as good as he is an actor.
And then I see like Galactus. I'm like, wow, that looks like Galactus. We're getting this right. And then I have to keep reminding myself, I'm like, there's going to be a curly haired lady Silver Surfer, and it's going to ruin the aesthetic. So like, it looks like 90% good. But I know there's going to be a 10% that's just going to get under my skin, but hopefully it's fine. Everything else, like the style of the movie looks good. The 60s look. Yeah. Everything else looks good. And the guy who's voicing Galactus, blanking on his name, but he has that big raspy voice, like the perfect casting. It's just a shame Mr. Fantastic and Silver Surfer are going to ruin it, but everything else looks fine. I'm excited for the rest of it. Robert Downey Jr. is going to ruin it as well. Being Dr.
of course.
Doom.
Yeah.
He's obviously
that's such a desperate move, though, to bring him back. They could have went in a whole other direction.
He's an Iron Man variant. I refuse to believe he's just Doctor Doom and not.
It's got to be. There's no way they would make him Von Doom. No, there's no way.
Stupid.
I mean, they might. That's how bad things have gotten. They might. I'm less excited for Doomsday because it really is like that. Just feels like course correcting because they fucked up the Kang thing. So I'm like, I don't know if I have it in me to see another like half-assed rewritten Marvel movie, even if it is Avengers 5. Like, I'm just not excited for it.
Did they ever explain what King? I know what happened, but did they ever explain what happened to that character? And
I'm sure they're going to be like, Dr. Doom killed the Council of Kangs, and we never have to reference it again. I'm guessing that's unless they killed him in Loki.
Some off-camera ADR line, right?
Yeah, did they kill him in Loki season 2? I didn't watch Loki season 2.
It'll be the death of Poochie in The Simpsons.
Simpsons, yeah.
All the Kangs died going back to their home planet.
Poochie.
We have 3 more movies to cover. I'm sure there was a million other announcements, but these are the last 3, and 2 of them I don't think you guys need to really weigh in on much at all. Elio is a new Pixar film. Yep. This one's weird because I swear I saw trailers for this movie like 4 fucking years ago. I don't know what happened to it, but I gotta tell you, I love Pixar, and even the current Pixar does a lot of good stuff. This movie does not do it for me, which is bizarre because it's a young boy who gets a lot. It's kind of like a Flight of the Navigator, if you remember that chestnut.
Oh, that's a great movie. Yeah,
I love that
thrust
movie.
into space, and he's going to be interacting with a bunch of quirky aliens. It just it doesn't look very good in the trailer, but
it's got that Steven Universe Cal art style. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Also, you're right. Sorry, they announced this in 2022, and it's just coming out. So that's probably
okay. So I didn't lose my mind. It has been quite a while. All right.
I just like that it's going somewhere different than Pixar movies generally tend to go. They don't usually go into space for stuff. So
yeah.
Lightyear.
I'm sorry, I don't know to which movie you're referring.
Yeah,
that was a really bad one.
How dare you not know that movie that I've never watched and never will, you asshole.
It was rough. But usually they get it right. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad trailer, and the final product will be awesome. I'll give them a chance for sure. Zootopia 2. Tootopia, we could call it. We didn't, but we should. We got the gang back. The furries are back, friends. Get that art ready for the internet.
All those Judy Hopps lovers got more coming.
Hop to it, guys. You know what to do.
Are they going to address that? Are they going to have a scene where the girl's just like, I hate when people draw me. I just hate it so much. And then she stares at the camera. Like, I hope no one ever draws me.
It'll probably just be something like she'll be walking by and a kid will be like, and she'll just be like, "Don't do that."
Right. I don't know if there's a plot for this one. Doesn't look like it. The first one's good. I don't care. Fine. Give me another Zootopia. Good world. Fun cast.
Yeah,
never seen it.
It was actually a pretty good one, honestly. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of the guy that plays the fox.
So such a big fan that he doesn't remember his name.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah. Jason Bateman is fun. He's got that dry wit that the women really love. All right, the last movie on here, I don't give 2 fucks about. It'll make $3 billion. I don't think Rudy likes them either. Avatar, Fire and Ass. I'm sorry, Fire and Ash.
So Fire and Ass?
Yeah.
People are already talking about how incredible it is. It's fucking crazy.
I still haven't seen the second.
Well, you saw the first one, right?
Yeah, I had to see it twice when it came out, and I didn't like it the first time, and then I had to see it again, and both times the person I was with didn't have their wallet. It was two different people. So I paid like $40-$60 for a movie I didn't enjoy. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar.
Well, it's the first movie again, but with a whale subplot.
Oh, good. That's what that one was missing. I was like, where are the whales?
Well, we're just
there's a chemical
the
in the whale that they have to like drill and get. I think it's stop aging or something like that. I don't know.
The whale has some sort of substance that can stop the aging process, even though they can just become avatars.
Wait. Are the whales endangered on Pandora?
Probably because of the hunting of them.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, like, kill as many whales as you can. Get that de-aging thing. I don't know. We kill whales for less in the real world. That seems like it's a decent thing to kill whales over, unless they're endangered. Then I'll feel bad.
It feels to me like Cameron is slowly just caring less and less about saying that Avatar is actually influenced by Avatar, considering Avatar was all about the fucking different elements, and now this one it's fire, and now we're doing, or it was water, now we're doing fire and wind. So it's like, Jesus, come on.
He went all, he's like, oh shit, Avatar already exists? So I should probably look into it and see what it is, since I'm copywriting the name. Wow, this is actually really good, and there's all these elements. Maybe I could incorporate it now that I own it.
If I remember right, I think he was developing his Avatar like before the cartoon.
Yeah,
so
might be.
Yeah, I think that's how he got away with it.
This is his Star Wars. He's gonna die making these. He's always wanted to have a big saga open world thing. I mean, he's been wanting to do Avatar since like early in his career, but he didn't have the tech. So I mean, I'm happy that he's happy. I'm sad that I don't get to see more Cameron greatness in other types of movies.
Yeah, it's a bummer he doesn't just do another movie in between.
Yeah.
Like,
he's talked about doing another Terminator, but
oh god,
he produces
let that die. That's enough of that.
It's bad enough that each movie they trot him out to be like, this is going to be the best one yet, and then it's like worse than the last. It's like, stop it, we don't believe you anymore.
Yeah. He also, I think, helped with Alita Battle Angel. I'm pretty sure he was producer on that. I don't know how much involvement he had, but that's something, I guess.
I think it was with the CGI. That's all it was.
Yeah. He was with the whales. Was there whales in that?
I think he produced Alita and Rodriguez directed.
Yeah,
I saw
that's what I said, jackass.
Sorry. I saw the last 20 minutes of Alita at the gym. My old gym had a theater. So I watched the last 20 minutes and I went, this movie looks like shit. As I'm on the treadmill, I'm like, this sucks.
Is that the gym? Is that the gym that lives in Canada?
Yeah. Fuck you! I've been going to the gym all year. All right, I just lost my holiday weight, you asshole.
Sorry,
my friend Joe pointed that I was getting fat again, so I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go harder."
Is Jim the name of the hamburger shop down the street? JIM.
I hate you. Thank you, Rudy, for not joining in. You're one of the good ones. I like you. You're my favorite person. We're best friends.
He's not quite comfortable enough yet.
I'm getting there.
Rudy's told me his second channel is like a nice, wholesome. He like helps guys like through hard times. So
breakups and divorce, like, things like that. Yeah.
Like, wow, these guys are assholes.
Oh shit, Rudy.
No, my kind of people though. I love that.
Rudy, a girl,
I'm an asshole myself.
Rudy, a girl broke things off with me like around Christmas, and I got way too drunk. Where were you then?
He's been writing you for months, dear Tony Scott. Oh shit, that's
Tony Scott.
Forward this letter to Rudy.
It's funny if you put a little salt in your beard, Tony, side by side, you guys are a little mirror imagey.
Hey, all right.
Oh yeah, there is a little bit of a.
Oh my god, that means we both look like Glenn Powell, who is my identical twin brother. That's great. This is really great for us.
And we both love Superman. Like, yay.
Yeah,
it works.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Looks like we got another Parent Trap remake in the works, huh, boys?
It's crazy that you grew up with Glenn Powell, but ate completely differently than him.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I like literally. It's such the pot calling the kettle black. That's why it's absurdist comedy.
Did I miss anything? I mean, I feel like I covered a lot of shit, but there's a lot of stuff out there. Was there anything not on this list that I missed?
I don't know, but if there is, someone should leave a $50 super chat letting us know what we missed.
You know, I got to tell you guys, my Tuesday night lives, the super chats are absolutely fire. And then I have you people on, and I get just nothing. It's like
they're too busy laughing. They're too busy laughing.
Yeah, they're entertained. That's all. Yeah,
it is more intimate when it's one-on-one because I'm able to talk directly and answer questions, take off my clothes. It's just a little bit more personal on Tuesdays.
Generally, that's how it goes.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't know things were getting so spicy over there on Tuesdays.
That's right.
You spell his Patreon OnlyFans.
Oh, I think Tony has that. I don't have a OnlyFans account.
I haven't updated in a while because I put on too much weight during the holidays. But I'll be back. I'm
back at Jim. It's the fast food place. And I'm gonna double fist a couple burgers if you guys could just leave some money. Okay, we have 4 super chats. That's kind of sad. You guys leave some more if you want while I read these. We have Brian Davis for $5. Shot out of a cannon. Adam, he didn't say Adam, but I know it's about me. What's the weird mark on the left side of your neck? Thank you for making time for your schedule for the stream, Tony. Is Adam ungrateful? Yeah, this is an ongoing joke because there's like a shadow right over here. And I don't know where the light source is that's projecting this, like making it happen.
We have a light source behind you on the shelf, right? And there's a figure in front of that. So isn't that what it is?
No, I fucked around with it for a long time trying to figure it out, and I could not find it. But I'm moving in less than 2 months, so it's going to just stay there. And also, fuck you, Brian Davis. Next one is the Fourth Horseman for $2. Thank you, Fourth Horseman. Why Lex again? I rather would see Brainiac.
There's other villain. It's fine if Lex is there and there's other villains. It would be annoying if it was just Lex again.
I think it is gonna be Brainiac.
Yeah, I think Brainiac's in the background.
Yeah. No, that was like a dinosaur in the background.
No, there's like he's in an apartment with Lois, and there's this like big glowing green ball. I think that's Brainiac.
Yeah,
I was joking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, Lex is good.
Usually easier to tell when it's funny, but okay.
Yeah.
Lex is fine. He's there in addition to other villains. That's why, like Superman 2. That's why I like Lex the best. If he's like manipulating other villains.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lex the best because he's just as strong as Superman, and he's a great threat to him. It's like
when he has the green and purple robot suit on.
All right, we have Paul Bros for Never for $4.99. Let's get the readers for this. I must say, Cecil is. Oh no, that one got lost.
Too late. I already saw it.
Your eyes are better than mine. No. How to Train Your Dragon is the only one I can think of that has all of the original creative team. Might be the reason it does well. Oh, it's gonna do well. I'm not questioning that. These shit fuck movies always do well. You know what, Cecil? I'll have you back on after the movie comes out, and
great.
We both hate it, and then I'll say I told you so.
And I will be like, no.
Adam, when that comes out, I'm gonna be sick that day, so don't even bother.
Okay.
You weren't going to be invited.
You weren't invited, yeah. I don't know why you had to chime in at all. Bing Bong for $5. Thank you, Bing Bong. We all know Avatar 3 will be the biggest movie of 2025. Well, it will. Lilo and Stitch, Zootopia, and Wicked 2 will all be good box office wise as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, they will.
I think Wicked 2 could eat into Avatar if they're released nearby each other. Because Wicked was massively popular.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think Avatar 3 is a roller coaster ride for people. They like it in the 3D glasses, and they know that experience only will be on the big screen. It's going to do insane numbers. Wicked, I'm predicting the order will be Avatar 3, the highest grossing, then Wicked 2. Oh, actually, fuck, Zootopia is super popular. Ooh. How much did Wicked...
Dude, you guys are forgetting Minecraft is going to be up there. Like, it is going to make so
much
money.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about these 4 movies.
Oh, just of these 4.
Yeah. I'm saying the order is going to be Avatar 3. I take it back. Wicked 2 only did $747 million. I thought it did more than that. I mean, that's still huge, but I think it's actually going to be 4th then based on that. I think Zootopia 2 is going to be the second, then Lilo and Stitch, then Wicked 2.
I think Wicked being on Max or whatever it's on is going to bring so many more people to the theater than even saw Wicked 1.
Yeah.
But, I think it's going to be a runner. I agree. I do think Avatar 3 will probably top it. Between Lilo and Stitch and Zootopia, though, I'm not sure which. I mean, animated movies do tend to do better than especially the live action versions of animated movies. But People are just falling in love with that little Stitch so much right now. I don't know.
Zootopia grossed over $1 billion, the first one.
Okay, never mind that.
Yeah.
I take that back immediately.
Yeah,
And I find it odd that
I think Moana 2 made didn't Moana 2 make $2 billion or something?
Yeah, they announced Moana 3 at CinemaCon too.
they made a part 2. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. It grossed over $1 billion, not $2 billion. It grossed over $1 billion at the box office. Yeah, we didn't cover some of them. Moana fucking 3 and Moana the live action with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yeah.
Oh,
Cecil's
God.
all in. He loves these live actions. He's
Oh man, I'm such a rockhead. I can't even tell you.
a rockhead. Got my rocks out for the Rock Man
Cecil,
himself.
if you want, I have a Black Adam 12-inch statue that someone sent me for no reason. I can forward that right to
Nice.
you.
Cecil,
By
if you
all
want,
means.
I have a White Adam 12-inch statue. If you catch my drift. It's back here somewhere.
I
All
can't
right,
even
that's
think
it
of
for
something to
me.
say
Good night,
back to that.
everybody.
Nice. Yeah. Well done. Well done.
All right. Well, I have nothing else. So if you guys want to go around the room and say where they can find you, everybody, I assume that's watched this is already subbed. Tony, everybody's subbed to you. Cecil, Rudy, you're new, so maybe you should start. Why don't you tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, just
and
follow
what you,
me.
and what you do.
Oh, what do I do? Okay, I'm Gen X Reviews. I review movies more or less from the old school days, 80s, 90s. That's what I love. And movies right now, I don't know. I'm just really trying to find a tough time to find like a movie with or a series to have passions about. I just discovered David Lynch. So I did a video essay on David Lynch not too long ago. So I love that. Of course, I love Superman. I got a ranking coming up in the next few months. And yeah, that's where you can find me, Gen X Reviews.
Beautiful. Cecil, please.
Rudy, we got to do some Superman content at some point. But yeah, guys, I have the horror show channel. And we, I haven't been focusing on doing much more than just new movie reviews and trailer reactions recently because I'm focused on writing some scripts for stuff, but
Nice.
it's still a good time. And we're going to be releasing the behind the scenes special for Dylan's New Nightmare in probably the next 2 months or so, which a lot of people are excited to finally watch after so many years. So yeah, check it out.
All right, that's it for the stream. Go ahead, T-Bone.
Follow me on Hack the Movies. Do movie reviews, podcast once or twice a week. We will be doing Superman 3, which I have my good friend Manny Muskets in it. And I had him in there because he's a comedian like Richard Pryor. So like, let's have a comedian for this episode. But it turns out he's also a black unemployed computer programmer. So he really related to Richard Pryor's character in Superman 3. He's like, I really felt what that guy was going through. Yeah, and I've also been doing smaller videos. Cecil, you'll like this. I did a whole video on Freddy's TV origin. I went back and did the first episode of Freddy's Nightmares.
Nice.
And then I went, cool, people want me to talk about that TV show. My second video didn't do well. So now I got to look up fucking obscure origins for every major slasher killer. And it's driving me nuts. I really just wanted to talk about all 40 episodes of that TV show. So yeah, I'm putting out smaller videos every Wednesday and then podcasts every Monday and Friday.
Very cool.
Awesome. And on that note, I guess I'll be back Tuesday night for another strip live, of course. Get those super chats prepped for that, as we always do. And yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for joining me. This was fun. This was a lot. This was almost 3 hours. I apologize, but Tony doesn't shut up.
Wait, real quick, Adam, I got one more thing to say. Congratulations on 100,000 subs.
Yay! Yeah, you see the plaque, Tony?
Yes. Do you have the big plaque or is it the new smaller model?
No, it's really big. Look how big this is.
Oh,
It's
you got
huge.
the smaller one.
No, it's huge. Look at it next to me. It's massive.
I hate that they.
Yeah, it's really
finally,
small.
when we're getting close to getting it, they're like, "Oh, we're making them smaller." I'm like, "Oh, you assholes!"
They're making them small. It's super light too. Like it weighs nothing. It's crazy.
I feel like people in your life have heard, look, it's huge next to me before, Adam.
No, yeah, it's an ongoing joke for sure.
I
actually
feel really,
requested the smallest one they could give me so that other things look larger in comparison.
real quick. I feel really bad when Adam did his celebration thing. He asked me for a video, and I was puking and shitting my brains out. I was like, Adam, I'm gonna work up all the energy I can to do this cameo for you. And then in the video, I'm like, Adam, I can't get out of bed. I'm so sorry. I'm doing this from my bed. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm like, Tony, you motherfucker! Everybody
I
else
was
is
like,
sending
the last
videos.
one,
Where are you?
waiting on you, and I'm like, I literally can't move. Oh my god.
Yeah, his video's like, no, congratulations.
Congratulations.
He's like sweaty and shirts
I literally
off and
sent
like,
that to you and went right
thanks?
to sleep.
yeah, like you trying to sabotage this, Tony?
No,
Thank you.
I felt so bad about it.
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, I sent mine so late that it had to just end everything.
Cecil, the credits are rolling while Cecil's still going.
Like, wait.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for joining. We'll do it again at some point, I'm sure, and we'll see you next time. Take care.